E. Hello, this is Uncle Jim. And guess who didn't have enough water and fell asleep and didn't wake up ever, never, never? Yes, that's me. So we're late and nobody's here anyway, so it doesn't matter as far as coming on. We have, who do we have here? We have Just Jeff is here, Thorzax is here, Vanessa Kitty is here. And Justin Watson just showed up, and Hoffa is here. All right. So anyway, there was a little mishap. Someone took a long nap and got heat stroke and all that fun stuff, and there we are. All right. This could be very short. So what's happening, you guys? Corners and Doors is here. Chris338 is here. All right, people are showing up. Even though we're late, I hate being late. I hate being late. I was always an early girl. Early girl? Mark Thomas is here. I was always an early girl. Work, whatever, meeting somebody, I was always, waiting 15 minutes early. Always. And here we are late. Give an old man a break, okay? It's 95 degrees outside. I'm dying. I can't stand it. So, who out there likes 90 plus degrees? I don't. That's just me. I don't. Is the battery charging? Are we even on? Is this Earth? What is going on here? Did Timmy get saved by Lassie in the well? Who? It's one of those days. It started off good. Michael Hurtneck is here. Michael, that's the only thing that doesn't hurt on me is my neck. My knees? Oh, man. We finally took the snowblower off the tractor and unchained the quads and everything. Way too late. I've been putting it off. And I blew out a knee and a leg and throw it to the pile. Pacey Bullet Empire is here. Andy 79Z28 is here. I'll post another link. I don't have your emails on this device. So we're doing it that way, and that's how we get the trolls and blah, blah, blah. It's more sport in that way anyway. So there's a link if you guys want to come on. Tim S. is here. And anyone that doesn't normally come on, come on. Come on, I dare you. Kenny is here. Hey, Kenny. Eagle Eye Sheeton. Uncle John is here. You watching the UFC, Uncle John? Oh, it's going to be good tonight. Everyone is buff. I mean, man, look at their tum-tums. I wish I had a washboard stomach like that again. Well, I never had one, so okay, let's rephrase that. Even when I was skinny, I didn't have that much of a washboard stomach. Rollis is here. Hey. So I'm just going to sit here and ramble for 5 minutes and then we'll just go. After all that waiting and an hour late and all that, who gives a crap? Nobody cares. Anyway, put out a video this morning and it went really easy. That was like boom, 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 throw some music at it, bam. It was like too easy this morning. Sometimes I call them, I have a name. Sometimes you have a video where you got to take and do another take. And especially if I'm talking in the reloading room and rambling will you shut up? And I have to do it over again 10 times because I talk too much. The last one was like that before the water one. And then other times it's like ding, ding, pow, upload, easy schmeezy. So, how's it going out there? You guys enjoying those gas prices, food prices, the disaster? Somebody once said disaster, and that was a good word. That was a really good word because it doesn't mean so. Oh, here we go. The robe is here. The robe. Andy.
How you doing?
Good. Just woke up.
Well, the good part is you woke up.
Yeah, no. There's always a bright side, isn't there? There is that you got it. You nailed it. You must have air conditioning if you got a robe on.
No, it's actually pretty cool here in Long Island tonight.
Wow.
It's like 68 degrees, light breeze.
See, I don't want to stand up. You guys don't want to see what's going on. It's warm, but at least in the basement it's cold, and I got the lights down. But all right, that's not bad. I thought it'd be scorching over there.
No, my AC unit took a dump a couple of weeks ago. Brought a guy in. It was just added Freon. Everything's going good. It died. Now the what do they call it? The other part in the house, the pump that blows it through the vents.
Yeah.
That died.
Oh, of course. Yeah, Murphy's Law.
So I'm getting heat pumps put in.
Nice.
Come like in August. So it's like I don't want to put money into this.
Yeah.
So we're living with a couple of window air conditioners and a big monster exhaust fan in a window. Keeps the house pretty good. So anyway, I'm looking into buying another rifle. I think I want to go down the 300 Blackout.
Yep.
Okay, and I can buy an upper for my ARs.
Yep.
Or I can buy a bolt action.
Yes, I like both. Yeah.
And I'm leaning towards the bolt because I like to shoot subsonic. Period.
Yes. And well, you can shoot subsonic with your AR. You're just using heavier bullets. And I do both. And I like the bolt for one thing, especially testing loads, and then the AR for another thing because it's so fun running around, boom, bang, pow. So, yeah, that's going to be a tough one for you if you're going to just pick one.
Well, I can get the upper. I forget whose I picked. Bear Creek, I think. I don't know. Anyway, it's like $340 complete.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, if you look around, you can get cheaper than that too, especially Butler Creek. But right now ARs are so everyone's probably scrambling for them again.
So, the other side of it, I'm looking at. I have the Mossberg 223, and I really like it, and I like to get theirs in the Blackout. I only found one guy in the world that has any in stock. And but it's in New York. I can't have a screw-on muzzle brake. So and it comes that way. So
yeah,
I got to talk to the gun store that it would get shipped to and find out when they get it, would they be able to pin it to make it legal?
Yes. Yeah, you're gonna have to have someone do that. Yeah, the Ruger's threaded also.
Yeah. Okay. And so I don't know what's going on yet. But the gun store that I'm going to probably use, I know he'll deal with it. Because I had a friend that bought the Ruger PC9.
Yeah.
And he, bought it from out of state and had it shipped to that store. And when the guy got it, he says, this gun's not legal in New York. It's got a screw-on, flash suppressor, so we have to pin it. We can't give it to you unless we pin it.
Yeah.
So they can do it, and I know the gunsmith does actually. So it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, you would think in certain states they'd be all set up for that. Providing a service to get you.
Well, yeah, they'll do it. I mean, in other words, if I talk to them first and tell them what's coming, they can deal with it. It's not a surprise.
Yeah, and they will still ship it there even though it's threaded? Because some companies won't.
I don't know. I can't answer that. Maybe not. I don't know. So that's the problem I'm running into with it right now.
Okay, I hear you.
And the good part about it is my AR is New York State compliant. Okay, but it has all the creature features on it. Okay, it's made by, oh God, I forgot who makes the AR I bought, not the one I built. Uh, anyway, they have a gadget on the gun when they were first sending them out to New York, and basically what it is it keeps the bolt locked open, and you got to push a button to close it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and which is fine. Okay, but my main concern was that purchasing this, how is it going? I don't want to shoot full loads. I don't know how low of a load I can go to work the action.
Yeah, well, with 300 Blackout, you just use heavy bullets. It's not. Well, I always shoot suppressed though. It's still not a big deal. Yeah. So are the old pre-band Colts legal in New York, just the way they are?
No,
Oh, geez. I think Connecticut, it's okay. In other states.
New York is a pain in the neck,
Okay.
and they're pushing hard now here to stop that sale of ARs to New York.
Yeah.
So if I get one, I'm okay as long as I can get it beforehand. So I got to make a decision quick.
Yeah, well, getting an upper is going to be your cheapest, and then if you go bolt gun, that'll probably be easy law wise where you live.
Right. Well, yeah. The point is I won't have to worry about I'm coming to take your guns. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I that's part of the reason to go to the bolt.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think anyone's going to come to take people's guns.
Well,
They're gonna try and tax you $1,000, and it's like
well,
no, no.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to do something quick.
Yeah, how can they tax you $1,000 for something you already bought? You're making new rules now. It's a new game we're playing. You can't do that.
No, they're not going to be able to tax the old gun. They can only tax the new gun.
Yeah, yeah, but I heard they're going to go after anybody. So, um, I don't know. I would do both because the AR is so fun, and the bolt is nice too, especially loading, working uploads. And
Well, they're two different systems. I mean, I have two ARs. One I put together myself, and I bought a Cali bolt for it. Although the upper came with the full bolt, but I bought the Cali bolt on it because that gives me all the creature features, and you got to cock it every time. So it's like having a bolt in a way. Okay.
Well, yeah, if you already have a lower, all you need is your upper. I mentioned Colt, but they use bigger pins, so that's a pain. But just if you already have an AR lower, you can order an upper and you can request that it's not threaded. Okay, so whoever's making,
But I don't care if it's threaded. The gun's legal in New York as long as it isn't semi-automatic.
Yeah, I know, but if you get an AR upper that's semi-auto, unless your lower's okay.
No. What I'm trying to say is I just pull the bolt out and put the Cali bolt in, and now it becomes.
You look so rested and refreshed.
What was that? Wait,
you look so rested and refreshed.
No, I don't. I turn the lights down so you can't see me too good. Okay, but Andy, the upper is going to be cheaper, and then you can just slap it on whatever you got, and you can get it non-threaded if you want. You can ask them just don't thread it, or just get a barrel.
Nah, if I'm going to do it, I want to just be able to switch. Pull the pins, and switch.
Yeah, but you could you could order the barrel non-threaded. You can get them unthreaded, and then you could put an upper on it. Get an upper and a bolt and a charging handle.
Y'all talking 300 Blackout? What are y'all talking?
Yeah.
I'm looking at doing another caliber, and I picked 300 Blackout. I'd like to buy a Mossberg bolt action, but they're far and few between to find one. I found a couple. I can get it shipped to my FFL, but they have threaded barrels with a flash hider on it. In New York, you can't have it; has to be pinned. So I got to go talk to the dealer that I do business with here, and he says no problem. Send it in. We'll pin it. Then I'm good.
What about the Ruger American? Jim and I both love ours.
Well, I was looking at any of them, but the Ruger and the Mossberg seem to be non-existent in stock.
No, really?
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll figure it out. I think the easiest is an upper, and then while you're doing that, get the bolt also, because the upper is only going to cost you a little bit. You might as well.
It comes with the bolt.
Then get the bolt gun.
Oh, get the bolt guns afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, because upper's not going to cost you that much. So
no.
Then you can have both, and use one for testing the loads, and then go to the AR, and
I don't know yet. I haven't decided, because that's the thing. Nice thing about the Mossberg having 223 is I have such a ridiculously low powder charge in it. Okay, and at 50 yards, it put a dime on it, and this is not jacketed bullets. This is my zinc bullets. At 50 yards, yeah. I'm covering it with a dime, and I can shoot it all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a zinc bullet, 33 grains, with 4.8 grains of Winchester WSH behind it. And it's at 25 yards, one hole.
Yeah, so you're definitely going to want a bolt in it also then, because you're going to be shooting zinkers. Even if they're big, heavy zinkers, they're going to be light in zinc, molds. So, yeah, I would talk to your guy and see what he can order and what they will ship there. And
well, I already called them on the phone today. He says I can't just order you one. It could take. You're going to pay me for it up front, and I don't want to hear 4 months from now where the hell's my gun.
Oh man, he sounds like a mafia dude.
Well, he just
sounds like he's from New York or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just trying to relate to it. I can understand. I mean, I worked in a gun store many years ago, and people used to come in and order something. And they get pissed off if it took them 5 weeks to get it.
Yeah, is it here yet? Is it here yet? They want something really rare that's hard to do and takes forever. Is it there yet? Is it there yet? Every day. Is it there yet? No. No.
So they pretty much the two stores I would deal with here both said, hey, look, if you find one, ship it to us, have it shipped to us. We'll take care of it. So,
Lusky.
See what happens.
Okay, Lusky showed up. Scotsman showed up. Who else showed up here? I've been sloughing. 10 Man showed up. Mark Thomas, I believe, showed up after we were doing this. Hubbies and Hobo. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm kind of delirious right now, so
get to sleep out of your eyes. Did the sun come wake you up?
Well, what happened was it's hot out, and I had a taco, and then I had a taco salad. And then I was on the couch watching TV, and bam!
Taco.
The wife looks over and she goes, "What time are your live chats?" And it was 6:30. It's like, son of a bitch.
So I scored a bunch more wheel weights.
Oh, nice.
At the 300 pounds, 22 cents a pound.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. 22 cents all day long.
And I separated them during the week, and I guess I got, I don't know. It's hard to break it down. 1/5 steel and junk.
Mm-hmm.
I guess on the 5-gallon bucket, I got a 3/4 filled with zinc and lead just over a half.
Well, that's not bad at all. 22 cents a pound.
Yeah, and then he takes all my scrap back, the clips after I melt it down and anything I don't use, and he gives me back 10 cents.
Yeah, I think anyone in the side chat would go for that every day, all day.
Yeah.
So
All
I
day.
melted down all the lead today and started the zinc. So
Well, Uncle John's asking me a cooking question. So, Uncle John, if you're going to do them in the oven at 300 degrees, you'd wrap them after like 2 hours for the next hour and a half. Or you can put a pan of water underneath, and when they pull apart, you're done. You don't have to wrap them at all if you're going to do them in the oven like that.
I'm surprised he's asking because Uncle John can cook and he's done ribs a lot. I'll butcher them. I'll make them into rubber. But
my suggestion is get a pit boss or a Traeger. That's my suggestion.
My suggestion is pay attention to the damn smoker.
Yeah, but Uncle John can cook ribs. I know that he slow cooks them in the oven and a little on the barbecue to give him that, maybe he's trying a different trick. I don't know.
If you're gonna do them in the oven,
I just gotta get a drink.
Okay,
if
Andy.
you're gonna do them in the oven, I'd brine them for a day or so.
It's 5 to 6 hours. I don't care what you're doing because if you
Oh,
try to do
no.
it quicker than that, you're gonna have
No.
charcoal that you can
No,
use
no,
for the next fire.
2.5 hours in the Traeger or a pit boss, and you're ready to eat.
I'll turn them into shoe leather. Okay.
No, that's a dry rib, Kyle, like Rendezvous in Memphis.
Yeah, I'll make shoe leather out of that thing. I love ribs. Oh my god.
That's
Who's good, bad, and the ugly?
Oh, someone's got the ringer.
Or the Trace Amigos. Either way. We got all Trace Amigos on here tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Was it just us three? Yeah, it was.
There's the three of us, yeah.
Yeah.
that would be the trace part of it, Jim.
Uno, dos,
Uno.
tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez.
Ya nuevo des.
Well, hello, Uncle Jim. How you doing? Hey, how are you doing? Amazing. So, I can't cook ribs. I never gave it a good try, but I always butcher.
I brought you the perfect grill to do them on because you put your charcoal on one side and your rack of ribs on the other.
Yeah.
Oh, Traeger or
No, he's just got an old school dome grill.
oh the eggnog.
No, old school, baby.
No, and John has like a big Weber, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the old Weber.
Gas, I think. Yeah, I don't know what John's rocking right now, but I think it was a Weber, and it's a gas grill or something on the. He can't. I don't think he can do the charcoal. I don't know. Maybe he can do charcoal on the balcony without, law issues, because he's not on the first floor. He's got a condo.
Oh, a condo, and he's not on the water.
No, but I don't know if there's issues coal versus gas. But anyway, he's got a gas one, and he always cooks good. So I don't know what he's talking about. He never burns food like I do. I got to go out in the garage for a smoke here. Hang on. And I don't want to stand up because I'm in my skivvies.
Well, go put some pants on, I swear. Everybody's going. Oh, yep. There's Andy. He showed back up. Everybody's going to have to look at my ugly mug.
There we go.
Uh-oh. I have frogs.
You got the tree frogs going.
I have
Oh,
frogs.
we got cicadas. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you got cicadas this year?
It's cicada season this year. Yeah.
Jim, it looks like you need some water.
Yes, I do.
I enjoyed your video, like how to water the damn tomatoes.
Oh yeah. That is the best way to do it. A gallon at a time. I understand. Hear him?
We got another inch of rain this week. We have had so much. We had 12.2 inches of rain in May. It's like, could it rain a little more? Okay, yeah. Here's another inch this week.
Just get ready. If it rains that much in the spring, it's gonna be dry in the summer.
Yeah, it's what a La Nina year. That means we're going to have a wet year, and you're going to have a dry one down in Georgia. The swamp's going to dry up.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. we're needing some rain right now. I ain't gonna lie. The frogs are sitting there going, rain. See?
And we got that dang Texas humidity going on right now too. I want some of Jim's humidity.
Yeah, what was it in the video?
15%, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yep. You don't sweat at 15% because it
It's
evaporates.
90 degrees here, and it's 90% humidity.
Yeah, all you do, Ozark, is raise your arms and your armpits dry.
No, they don't dry when it's 90% humidity. What you do is
when it's 15 at Jim's house, yeah.
Then you put on some new shoes.
Yeah, I wore 2 different T-shirts today. It was so muggy.
Now, okay, how can it be 95 and there's gray clouds up there? Is it the sun? No, it's not the sunglasses.
That's just because it's hot.
There's some gray in those clouds. See that? I don't know if you can see. I can't. It's bright out here. All right.
That's also 40,000 feet up.
Yeah. I know the clouds just go right by your nose up here.
I mean, you're a quarter of the way there, but you're not all the way there.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's nice out now.
Hey, Jim, sell me half an acre.
We can't. We can't parcel it up. They want to keep the. You can't do that because of water. Yeah. Talk about water.
Yeah. Out west, water rights are a big deal.
Yeah. So
that's right. You're on a well. That's right.
You have to have so many acres, and you can't start parceling it out because they don't want everyone to be sucking up all the water. So they keep the population down.
I don't need water rights. I just need the rights to gutter everything that you shoot on your driveway down to my house.
That's where the sheriff lives.
If I can get him to agree to it, will you do it? Oh Lord! Did y'all watch the Georgia shooting connection last night?
I did.
I missed it.
I was doing all the food questions. Y'all were like, y'all ask questions. I was doing food questions, and I got tickled that the hot dog mustard mustard and ketchup was the most active one.
Oh my God! Yeah.
You should do Ozark. You should do a live cooking chat.
A live cooking chat.
Yeah, cooking questions, tips. Hey, I'll show you right here. I'm on the grill. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, you were late, so I ran to the store and grabbed a T-bone. And
don't even say T-bone around me.
No, I said ribeye.
Ribeye.
No
they didn't have any,
ribeye.
so I grabbed a T-bone. But there was a prime one, so it was marvel great.
Yeah, T-bone, ribeye. I'll take either.
Mm-hmm.
I saw somebody. What was I? I was flicking through the channels. It was Bar Rescue, which I don't watch, right? And they're rescuing the bar, and the guy comes in and he's really hard on everybody. You're all a bunch of losers, and we're gonna fix your place, your bar. Anyway, they had T-bones or ribeye, and they deboned them and fried them like a chicken fried steak.
I've had chicken fried ribeye in Texas before, and I stood up and damn near slapped the waitress. Oh my God! Of course, you can deep fry boot heel. It's going to taste good.
I've actually deep fried a ribeye, and man, it was. I thought I was messing up a really good piece of meat, but
Yeah,
it was spectacular.
I've had fried prime rib, just like you do a fried turkey at Christmas or at Thanksgiving. Oh my God, was that good? Oh,
yeah. I haven't had a chicken fried steak in a long time, but I like chicken fried steak. So put a better meat behind it. That sounded good, actually. It looked pretty good.
smother it in cream gravy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had some kind of sauce they put on it and fries or something. I don't know what they did.
Oh no, pan
It
gravy.
was gravy.
Good old pepper gravy made with milk. Yeah.
It's good old gravy.
Mhm.
That's the only way to do it.
Man, I tell you what, I'm going to stay out here until it gets dark because it is nice out here right now.
It's gorgeous behind you
Yeah,
right now.
it looks beautiful behind you.
Yeah, but it's cooler. That's the thing. I'm in the shade now, so I think I'm going to sit out here on this crappy little chair I made Preacher sit on.
We're in the
I'm on my
90,
bed.
96 degrees and everything up here already.
Yeah, the air conditioner's working today.
I
Hey,
can't wait
man.
till it gets where it is. But yeah, we're at like 94, 96 degrees. I've been working on my father's truck, and I forgot how ginormous that truck is. It's only a 2500 Dodge, but it's 4-wheel drive, extended cab, and you can't get another damn vehicle in the driveway.
And the gas to fill it up.
No, the diesel fuel. Yeah, it's $7 a gallon.
I was chuckling the other day. I was like, you don't see these dumbasses in their diesels coaling their engines anymore.
Yeah, rolling the coal. Yeah,
Rolling the coal, that's too expensive. I was like, there's $2 down the drain.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got everything done that I was supposed to get done that my father, my parental unit, asked me to do. And let me let y'all know, if y'all don't know, I'm over 40 years old, but I still respect my elders and I do what my father asked me to do because I'm still scared that my father will slap a mud hole in my ass because that's what he always told me.
Speaking of getting slapped, Twine was helping her daughter move this weekend. And today they were at a bachelorette party for her sister. Well, anyways, she had one of those fold up dollies that you can put a ice chest on and all that. Well, she had packed her daughter's food in the ice chest and put it on one of those dollies and wrapped it with a bungee cord. And she's going down the sidewalk. She heard the scrape. She turned around, that bungee cord let loose, and it caught her right here under the nose. she said, I couldn't see. My eyes were watered, and my daughter was like, "What happened?" And she's like, "Oh, you." She said she was bleeding and carrying off that bungee cord.
God, is she all right?
Just right there under the nose. It's such a sensitive spot. But anytime you get hit in the nose, your eyes start watering. But then she had blood all over. She's fine. I was like, I was in another state. Everybody's gonna blame me. I was in another state. But poor thing. Oh, that bungee cord snapped right there under the nose. I mean, right where the nose attaches to your upper lip. It got hard.
Was that Twine you're talking
Twine,
about?
yeah.
Oh no.
I bet that sucked.
She said, I was wondering if I was going to pass out there for a second. She said her eyes started watering so bad she didn't know if she was going to pass out or what. I was like, yeah, if you get hit in the nose, your eyes instantly start watering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've come close to that a few times. Yeah, we put them on chains sometimes, and sometimes they'll get away and poof.
Oh gosh, last time I got popped in the nose like that, we're on four-wheelers going through the woods, and my business partner in front of me pushed a limb aside, and that sucker came back and just smacked me. I didn't know if I had a broken nose, bloody nose, or what, but oh yeah, I couldn't see.
What you're saying is it was like the old Batman cartoons, and you had a kerthwap.
Oh, I was a big old titty baby there for about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice of them to do that for you. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Well, I learned not to be just right behind him either. 10 yards is plenty close. I'll let him take all the spider webs out.
Okay, James Pollard's here, and let's see. He's been. Last video was the 223 bullets casting, and I know Andy does that. And it's just something I never got a die for or mold for because
I
I
saw
bought
where
a bunch of cheap surplus, but eventually
NOE just released another 223 mold, 66 grain HTC style. That came in the email yesterday. It's a taco design mold, so it's good. Taco's playing with zinc, Andy. So
Yep.
I think that's where it's coming from. So that'd be what, about a 40 grainer in zinc? 66. About a 30.
Yeah, about 38 grains.
30 something. Yeah.
Because I'm shooting a 62 and it weighs 33.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd like to see what a 150 or so comes out as. That'd be a nice one, 300 Blackout.
I have plenty of 30 caliber molds, and the one that I like the best comes out about I forget which one it is. 180 grain comes in at 120.
Yeah, you really.
There you go.
You do need to get a Blackout if you got a bunch of molds.
Oh, molds are not an issue. I got plenty of molds. As a matter of fact, I got a brand new mold. I got NOE contacted me. He told me the steel mold was in for my 223. I ordered. I got it already. Wow, this mold is unbelievable. The steel looks like aluminum. It's I don't know. It's a bright.
Stainless?
I don't think it's stainless.
It's just in the white, probably.
It's it's not like alignment. All the steel molds I have are all dark, like black almost.
Yeah, they left it in the white. They didn't blue it or anything. Yeah.
And this mold is, oh my God, it's made so good, it's unbelievable. I just got to finish my melting down to ingots, and then I'm going to start casting. So.
Well, Taco talked him into doing the steel molds. He was like, "You're already doing the Castmaster molds. Why not do them? Why not do them for everybody?"
Well, Taco and I spoke, and Kenny. Okay, we all spoke to Al a year ago, and so he finally got some steel blocks from, I forget where he got them from, Magna. I can't. The people that make the Magna pot, they supplied the original steel, and he made molds like the 230 grain missile. Basically, he made a mold very similar to that for Taco, and that was the first ones Taco played with, and and then he's got a whole bunch of them in 223 up there now in steel. And other calibers too. So,
Tim, that's what you're asking about. What the mold is? It's HTC 225 60 round nose AH1.
Oops, that looks good.
Yeah, that's a Taco design bullet. It looks like Tin Man's bullet. I bet that'd be awesome in a zinc.
I was going to say, it looks like Tin Man's what? Oh, all right. Ding.
Tin Man's
300
blackout bullet, but in 223.
Tin Man had to work tonight.
Yeah, I was giving him crap about it.
Yeah, well, I didn't give him crap. Yeah, I didn't reply, but oops, that's wrong.
He was on just a second ago. There's Jamie.
He's probably on a break. Yeah, GH586 is here. Yeah, so yeah, poor guy had to work because someone else is barbecuing. That's his excuse. He had to cover for two guys. One guy had a good excuse. Speaking of guys, old one guy is here. Hey, how's it going, old one guy?
M and G showing the love in the side chat.
Oh man, I'm gonna eventually have to go inside. I forgot about plug-in and battery charging.
When you're on StreamYard, it eats your battery quick in an iPhone.
Yep.
Yeah, and I don't want to go.
Forgot about the important parts. I'm sitting on a back porch listening to the frogs.
I need a plug-in right here by the little garage door. Damn it!
You got an extension cord, don't you?
You also need frogs, but the frogs need water.
Frogs need water.
I think I have a plug-in about 15 feet away, or I can plug in the garage and stick it out there. So, AR Guns is here. So yeah, Andy, you definitely need a 300 blackout if you got all those 30 cal molds. It's the funnest thing to load for.
Well, I know I load. I mean, I do in 3006. I shoot a lot of that, so that's why I have the molds. But the 300 blackout, it's just that I have access to so much 223 brass. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yes. It's just a no-brainer reloader type cartridge.
I just have to buy the gear to cut the cases and stuff, and the mold, the dies, and all the crap. But it's
doesn't take much.
I shoot everything from 110 grain to 220. So it's just so versatile. You can shoot supersonic after hogs or deer or whatever you want, or you can or
flinking it.
I like the one. I like the 167s.
Pardon, Kyle.
Sir,
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I like the 167s.
Oh, in 300 blackout as a hunting round?
No,
or just plinking?
30 out.
Oh, 30-06. Andy, you and Cranky need to get together. He just picked up that Garand and is ready to learn 30-06.
Mm-hmm. It's not hard. I mean, you have to learn the load for the Grand. I don't have much knowledge on that one, but the
Hornady book's got a Garand page, so that's a good one.
It's again, he's got to work out chamber what's going to work right in his rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, if he needs some bullets to test a few different weights, I can supply bullets, but for him,
he picked up a couple weights of some Match Kings.
But it depends on what you're going to shoot out of it. You could shoot zinc out of it, that's for sure. But that would have to be a worked up load because of the whole system
to make it run. Yeah.
Right.
But you can put an adjustable plug on it too, because you got to stay within a certain weight and a charge for the ground.
I want to see his first Garand thumb.
I already helped him on that. Don't do this. Do it this way. Yeah.
Give it the slap.
You shake the hand, put it right against the bolt, load. Yeah, that's how you check your bolt. Shake the hand, end of the hand on the bolt.
He said he got a half a dozen clips with it. I've got about 30 of them, and I shoot 30-06.
Yeah. If he comes visits, I'm going to give him a whole bag of clips. That's no problem.
There's Tin Man.
There he is. He's back. Are you working, Tin Man?
I'm telling you, that both closers on their thumb, that sucker hurts.
They were out of half of shot we buy every week. What's he
I think
talking?
that's supposed to be an I, not an O.
What's he out of?
Half
What
the,
was-
half the shit.
Half the shit they're out of, not half the shot.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna get worse, people.
Yeah. Bring on the cavalry in November. It's
Okay.
time for a refill.
Food
Don't forget
shortages.
1, 2, or 3 pantries full of canned goods because from what I'm hearing, now we're running out of aluminum for cans.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been stocking up on stupid stuff: hot dogs, frozen hamburger patties,
Yep.
spaghetti,
And stuff.
spaghetti, and spaghetti, jarred sauce. That's it. Just put every week I spend an extra $25-$30 on stuff and just put it in the freezer, and that's it.
Yeah. Get a
It
lot
ain't-
of
it
canned
ain't stupid
goods.
stuff. I'm telling you that. Everybody, listen to me. I'm not insane. Listen to me. If you need 1 can of corn, go ahead and grab 2 or 3. I don't care what your budget is. Go ahead and get it because it will not be available shortly. I have that on very good information.
My Walmart, I do my shopping at Walmart. We have a super center open recently, and I've been going there. And the toughest thing in that supermarket is certain steaks. Okay, plenty of chopped meat, plenty of that kind of stuff, plenty of frozen type food. But even the shelves, the canned goods and stuff, there's plenty on the shelf. I'm not seeing really a cutback.
I'm not saying buy a pallet at a time.
No, I know that.
Lord, no.
I'm
But
just saying,
if you used 1 this week, go ahead and buy 2 and put it back on the shelf in your pantry.
yeah.
Regardless of it, tomatoes, corn, peas.
Oh, that was
green
tricky and that was
beans,
cold. Oof! I just
pinto
put my
beans or whatever.
ice cold drink between my legs so I can open the door.
Well, at least you're in your skivvies and you don't have much to shed.
Yeah.
But I'm saying don't go stupid,
No,
but just
Buy-
if you need
buy-
1, buy 2.
or 3. That's all.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
I'd buy more than that. The way things are going.
I just picked up a bunch of those plastic shelves. Those put together shelves and set them up in the basement. Basement's nice and cool.
Oh yeah.
Starting to put stuff on like
Go
extra towel, extra toilet paper.
go to Aldi's, buy flat of corn, flat of green beans, that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, you don't know how long Aldi's going to have that flat of corn, flat of green beans, flat of peas, flat of tomatoes, all that stuff. So, I mean, just start now, just before everybody goes batshit and nobody has anything. Just get you a couple of extra cans and.
A couple, get a case or 2. Yeah.
Well, no, don't want to do that because you're denying other people access to that.
Not when you go to Costco, Sam's, or Aldi's.
Well, I'm just saying, don't go in there with a credit card and max it out and buy all the corn and green beans and everything that you can find.
Like during the toilet paper shortage, people were buying
Right. Stop
200 rolls of toilet
bullshit.
paper.
Grab you a couple of extra cans, and that's what we do. If you need 1, grab 2. If you really need 1 and you use it a lot, grab 3. But don't take a whole damn. You don't need to call somebody from the back with a pallet jack to come over there and bring your shit to the register. That's bullshit.
Well, that's BS during a shortage, but while it's plentiful, you do it. And we have local stores here that have these case months. So a month they'll have all this stuff on sale really cheap by the case, and we buy it. That they put it out there, and it's right by the door, and bang.
And Jim, you understand what I'm trying to say.
I do, but don't worry about hoarding while it's plentiful. Worry about it when no one can get it. Yeah, you're hogging it all. But you should have thought about that years ago. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, don't deny other people
I
the.
know. Right now you're
I'm
not.
just glad. I'm glad Twine's family raises beef. So
Broke Loader is here. Oh yeah, that's a good one, Ozark, to know someone that's got cows.
and
then-
that grass fed.
Then it's deer poaching time after that. Yes,
It's gonna be some good beef.
it's gonna get ugly, people. It's gonna get ugly. So stock up on your food. I've been telling people that for months now.
I
And
gotta make.
I like canned goods if they got a good expiration date because cans are really durable. You can have an earthquake, they can all fall over, and your food is still inside.
Well, me and Twine butt heads all the time. She was like, "Well, that one expired." I'm like, "Sweetheart, the FDA requires a 1 year expiration date."
Well, you'll notice.
All the soldiers in Vietnam were eating
Yeah,
K rations left over from World War II.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No,
Canned food is fine as long as that can is not bloated or damp
you'll-
or rusted.
Yeah, you'll notice they'll say best buy instead of exploration. So it's best buy this date. And as long as, like you said, if you got something nasty in there, like clam chowder or whatever it is, when you crack that can open and you gotta, yeah. But definitely
If the lid flexes or it's rusted, throw
And
it out.
don't forget about fruit, okay? Fruit cocktail, peaches, all your fruits, pears, all that, because you don't want scurvy. I mentioned deer poaching. I shouldn't have said that. I mean, when it gets bad, like apocalypse now bad, then it's poaching time. And then, everyone gives me crap about the turkeys. When the stuff hits the fan, believe me, it's turkey night.
No, just call them chicken strips. Yeah, that's it.
It's turkey night in the jungle. MCK is here.
If it wouldn't cost me $7,000 in gas to get to your house, I'd be more than happy to enjoy one of them turkeys for you.
Speaking of deer, I got my Texas. Screw Texas. I got my Kansas deer tag yesterday, so I'm happy with that. Going hunting horns again this fall.
And that's all the corn-fed stuff, right?
Corn, soybeans. It's all where we are is in a river valley, so it's row crops around there. So there's some hosses.
All right, let's see. MCK is here. Tin Man had to put a naughty, naughty girl to bed. Very naughty. Yes.
She's throwing frisbees in the house again, Tim Man?
No. Yeah. I can't wait till the other one breaks a window. He'll have tag team windows. Oh yeah.
My favorite was changing a diaper the other day and she blew crap across the carpet. Brand new carpet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
She sharded across the carpet.
Well,
he's gonna learn
all of us that are parents, we understand where that shit.
That's why we're laughing. That's why everybody else will be like, "Oh yeah," no. As a parent, we're laughing.
He's gonna learn. When two kids get together, it could be trouble, and they're gonna have window fest. Okay?
And when you have a third one, you're outnumbered.
Us older parents are sitting there going,
Hey guys,
an evil laugh.
I'm going to bail out.
Good night, Andy.
Cleaning lady Sunday, so I got to get up early. So,
Hey, thanks for coming on, Andy, and definitely get a blackout.
yeah, I'm working on it. I got to find the upper I was looking at is out of stock as from yesterday to today. It's out of stock.
Okay.
So now I got to go look for another one.
Yeah, keep looking around. There's there's still stuff popping up. Thanks for coming on though, Andy. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Andy, they got them. You just got to look around for them.
Yeah, well, You know, Palmetto is who I was going with, and
Or Anderson upper's fine. Get you a good barrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Get you a good barrel. Get you Anderson lower. I mean, what the hell are you gonna do with a lower?
Yeah, and
upper.
also check primary arms for uppers. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know all the brands. That's why, you know.
Well, the only thing you're gonna do to mess up an Anderson lower, because I've got several of them and have had several of them, and they work perfectly. The only way you're gonna mess them up is if you use them to split wood with. Uh, I mean, you know what I mean.
Well, the barrel's the secret to an AR.
Yeah,
So.
but I'm not buying a lower, so
Oh, okay. All right.
I have a couple of ARs. I'm just gonna switch it. The upper.
Okay. All right. So you
So
just do
primary arms, Bear Creek, Palmetto. Who else did you say? Anderson?
Anderson or primary arms.
Yeah, well, primary arms is sold out of the one I picked.
Yeah.
They only had one listed in stock, and it was exactly what I wanted: 16-inch. What do they call that? To get the, I forgot the gas black style pistol. Like I guess what?
Yeah, you want to. Well, it depends on what you're doing, but pistol length gas system for 300 blackout if you want to shoot subs.
Yeah,
Make sure it's pistol length. Otherwise, you got to use hot.
yeah. No, I'm pistol length. Okay, but Anderson, primary arms, Bear Creek. Bear Creek. Who else?
Well, PSA. Oh no, there's another one that's really inexpensive and they work good. Gosh,
Midways, they're stoners are not bad.
you'll find them on primary arms, but there's what's the company name? They're very inexpensive and they shoot good. I have one. Gosh darn it, they're really good price and they shoot good. What's the name of that?
Well, just go to Primary Arms website.
Anyway, go to Primary Arms, 300 Blackout uppers. You'll see all the brands, but that one brand is actually really good for the money. Gosh darn it, it's cheap. But it's
we
good.
said Bear Creek Bisley. Daniel Defense, but yeah, you're gonna pay for them.
No, Daniel Defense will cost you an arm and a leg nowadays.
Unless Taco goes and buys it for you.
Yeah, no, what in the hell is the name of that? I'm gonna have to go and look.
It's gonna bug you.
It's gonna bug me forever. But look around on price, you'll see it, and you'll see they're one of the lower priced uppers,
Well,
and
and
they
if you
actually work really good. They're good.
and if you can't find a complete upper you're happy with, buy the components. Do you?
Yeah, just slap it.
Yeah, just you know what? I like I said, the other one I built. I bought all the components and put it together. No issues. You know, not a big deal. It just I was just looking for something that I could just go click and it's on.
Oh, I get it.
Pull the pins on the lower and swap the upper, and that's the end of it.
What's up,
Hey,
Echo?
Andy. Andy, I do not own a 300 Blackout, but I'll give you a piece of advice about 300 Blackout. If you buy one, go ahead and invest in a brass catcher.
I have them. I have brass catches.
I love them things. And
I have brass catches for my pistols.
I wish I did, but I'm telling you, man, that 300 Blackout is brass is so hard to come by or make. You really need to catch that stuff.
I'm going to be making my own. I'm going to probably order from Diamond K Brass, my first batch.
Well, do you have a prep center, Andy?
Yeah, well,
It's going to be easy for you.
yeah, I know. I it's nothing big to do. It just I just got to order the dies and things and just the cutoffs. I got to get that little stupid saw.
I'll ship you my cutoff saw. It's set up to be hooked up to a shop vac.
Yeah.
And you can go to town.
All you need is a Harbor Freight cutoff saw and the jig. And the jigs are all 3D printed now. They're cheap.
Yeah, I got one. I picked the jig already with the ball spring in it.
That's a good one. Yeah, That's
Yep.
a good one.
It's only $20.
Yeah. The
I got-
Bolt Tent is a good one. Mine's older than that, but it works. Yep.
I put
I've got
all
an
my
aluminum one. Yeah.
I put all my stuff together in a wish list on Amazon where I got most everything listed. So then I'll just search out the prices if it's somewhere else. But the only thing I need to get is the upper, and then I'll make the decision.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the name of
Are
that
you,
company.
Jim? Are you thinking about Palmetto Arms?
No.
Palmetto's out of them.
Patterson and the other one is good, but this company always does uppers and they're cheap and they work. We have one. And let me go to Primary Arms. I can comment on one of your videos, Andy, and send you what the brand name is on that.
You didn't get my phone number when I texted you last time?
If you did, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll text you. Let me look up real quick. 300 Blackout, BLK upper. Hang on 1 second. Upper receivers. Okay, hang on. I'm just so bad at names. Radical Arms. Okay.
And that's on whose site?
Palmetto or Primary Arms.
Primary Arms.
You can get them other places, probably right from Radical. But Radical Arms always had cheap, complete uppers, and they work. We have that barrel, and it's not finicky, picky, or nothing, and it shoots good. And I'm amazed. Yeah. Radical Arms. Write that one down.
Yeah, I got it written down, and Primary Arms sells it.
Primary shouldn't. Oh yeah, Primary Arms sells it. Yes, and in Radical you can probably get it from them. So there's another.
They've got a
option.
Radical 16-inch for $400 complete in stock.
Yeah, that's a little
Heavy
high,
barrels,
but
they are.
Right.
I think they were 250 with the bolt.
Welcome to COVID, baby.
Yeah, well,
400.
I'm looking around. That's the point. If I'm going to have to pay $450 to $500 for an upper, that's why I'm trying to get the bolt action, because for another $100 I got a bolt.
The regular
Yes.
barrel's $370.
I think right now people are buying AR stuff because of the thing, but they were 250 for a complete 300 Blackout upper that worked.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll look into it.
Oh wait, there's James. Here's confirmation right there. Read that. There you go, James. Confirmation. It's not going to be as picky as what's the other brand that's got a picky chamber? Yeah,
The Arrow is $100 more. Arrow Precision.
Arrow's good company.
Mm-hmm. They got plenty of complete uppers in stock at Primary Arm. So take your pick. Take your pick.
Take your pick. Look for sales. They just had the Memorial Day sale, and that's gone. So
They got a 20% off for first time buyers right now.
Andy, wait for Father's Day sale. Father's Day's coming up. They always do sales.
I'm looking. I'm not buying right now. And it's like my wife says, "What do you need another gun for?"
Hey, we're full of advice and full of other stuff. So there you go.
So, I mean, I'm not worried about, do I have to have this? No.
Well, tell her it's not a gun. It's just an upper.
So it just, I just have to decide if I'm going to go down this rabbit hole now. That's all.
Yeah, Bear Creeks have tight chambers.
Yeah, MCK, he nailed it. That's the company I was thinking of. Bear Creek can be finicky on ogive, okay? But I didn't notice that with the one I told you about, and I already forgot the name again. All right.
Radical Arms.
Radical.
Yeah.
Go take some vitamin D.
Yeah, I go brain dead in 2 minutes. I can't think of Radical anymore. So yeah, just look around, wait for a sale. You're not in a hurry, so that's good. People that are in a hurry always pay more. All right. Father's Day's coming, so look for that.
Yep, I'm looking.
And PSA will have Father's Day sales also. I think I have a PSA I do have a PSA and 300 Blackout, and it works just fine. And some 223 ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm not going. I don't even have room in my safe for another gun. So that's why an upper is more. You know, I can easily store an upper in the safe, but another full gun, no.
Mm.
Well, I could have. That just means I have to take my pellet rifle out. That would be the one I would take out of the safe.
Here's a good subject right here. We were talking about the BCMs having a short chamber, a little picky on ogive, and that's for a match chamber. Do you know what's funny? I just watched a video from Clark Custom where they took 1911 barrels that are not connected to the slide. So it's just the barrel shooting. And guess what? The chamber didn't matter at all. They shot at them at 50 yards and they made nice little groups. One was a Norinco barrel, a Chinese Norinco. I have two of them. A Norinco barrel shot like that at 50 yards. They have a jig. It's super cool. It folds open and shuts on the gun, but only the barrel shoots. Nothing moves.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
All right, Andy.
All right, I'll catch you.
Okay. Good night, Andy.
Take care, everyone.
Good night, Andy.
But what that proved was your barrel itself is fine. And that barrel had like 10,000 rounds in it. And they put it up against their own Clark match barrel and they shot almost the same. And they were being honest, you know, hey, you don't need to buy our barrel because look at this. Anyway, the only difference is you on a match barrel, you can fit it, you know, to your slide, where a drop-in barrel, you got the slop. So once it's in the gun, then it's different. But as far as the barrel itself, it was a tack driver, no matter what it was. And they said it doesn't matter. It's all about fit. So the only difference is the custom barrel is fitted to your gun. And I thought that was awesome. That was a great video. And they, you know, they're like, hey, this guy wants to buy one of our match barrels. He doesn't need it. He sent us our barrel and look at what it did at 50. I thought that was great of them. Clark died, so it's the sons now running the company. But I thought that was awesome. Preacher is here.
Says he'll be on after a while if we're still chit-chatting.
Okay.
But School of American Rifle, I absolutely love that guy. He's an AR-15 specialist gunsmith, and he'll tell you all day long, it's the barrel that matters in an AR platform.
Oh, in an AR? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But this is 1911.
1911.
It's the fit, not the barrel itself, because they shot different barrels that were all shot and everything. And,
right.
And they all shot really good. And it's obviously it's the fit where your lockup is and your bushing. Mm-hmm. And being that this jig, it was made by, what's the guy's name? He does awesome 22 uppers. I can't think of names right now. Anyway, that guy designed the jig, another Smith guy, and they were using his jig, and all it does is shoot the barrel. It's really weird. The gun folds over and locks up, and only the barrel shoots. Nothing has to do with fitting. And it just proved that match chambers, it didn't matter. If it's got a long throat or whatever, it didn't matter. They shot great. It's all about fit. And they lost money because the guy wanted to buy one of their barrels, and they're like, no, you don't need it. Look at 50 yards. You just shot 1.5 inches. What are you talking about? 10-shot group.
Oh, that latest from the School of American Rifle, he was refurbing a gun that had been through a fire. And when he pulled the buffer out, somebody had put it in backwards. They put the buffer in first and then the spring. He was like, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, you'll find all kinds of weird stuff. But I thought that was very interesting as far as chambers go.
Yeah.
that just proved it all, and they did it. That's how you prove it, doing it. Took everything, all the other factors out of it.
Jamie, I was surprised last night the chat that everybody hated. Their least favorite round to load was 223 over the. Just like I think y'all nailed it whenever you said it was over the brass prep. On the initial brass prep is what I'm thinking. All the primer pocket mess and all that. But yeah, you do got to trim 5.56 223 more than you do anything else.
Yeah, even after one firing, you almost have to
Right.
almost have to trim it every single firing.
You need a case prep center if you're going to do 223 in volume. Plain and simple. Even the the lead trimmer that the Jim loves, if it, on that case prep center, if it's spinning, it takes the pain in the ass part out of the trimming.
Yeah, and then if you have like the world's cheapest trimmer to get it short quick, like
Yeah.
voo, then you put it on the prep center to make them all the same.
Mhm.
That makes life really easy. 300 Blackout's the same. You got to trim it, but once you do it, it's done.
Yeah, it doesn't stretch.
Yeah. You don't even have to nail your brass on that, but it's good to do it.
I do on 300 Blackout.
Yeah, you really don't need to. I have 9 fired brass that never been annealed, and it works great. It's all about neck tension, though. So, obviously you want to do it.
Hey, Scotsman or Scottish American, as I stand corrected.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, man.
Oh, so you're a Scottish American now.
He is.
Oh, people always say it's hard to find the channel, so I decided to change the name.
Strong beer, haggis, and bad breath. That's Scottish for you.
And beer-haired in my suit.
Don't forget to kill.
That's right. That's right. Plenty of airflow. You need it with the haggis and the strong beer.
Yeah.
Well, Scotsman, I'm glad you're here anyway, brother.
I figured I'd come hang out for a minute.
Yeah, I can't stay too long. I got to get ready for church in the morning. There's Pony 47.
Yep. Pony is here. Yep.
You teaching in the morning, Jamie?
Yes, sir. John 17 verses 19 through 23.
17. I'm so bad.
We all need a little of that every once in a while.
I remember John 13 at the football games, but 17.
That dude with the rainbow wig that held up it was John 3:16.
Yes. Yeah. Every game, baby.
Do unto others.
And
what happened to that old dude?
I don't know, but he made everyone look it up and check it out. That worked. That was the best. That was the best advertising ever for the Bible.
Yeah, Preacher's Day Off says the Lord's Prayer. Some people refer to it as the Lord's Prayer or Jesus's high priestly prayer.
Mm-hmm.
I think I prefer the high priestly prayer because when you say the Lord's Prayer, a lot of people get that confused with the Our Fathers. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
I'm sorry, preacher. I'm a heathen. I'm sorry. I don't know 17 right off the bat. I'm sorry. I can't even remember a name of a barrel 2 minutes ago.
Radical. You're a radical.
I'm getting texts from Thorzak's over here.
Is Dave in the side? Laying low.
I think he's what's the word? Lurking. I love that dude. I swear I do. And
Dave's a good guy.
he is.
Yeah, Dave, and he's got
Misunderstood by many, but that's all right.
Dave
Me and
is
him,
he's a wealth of knowledge. Oh my gosh.
and not just that, we're about the same age, and we'll talk about once a week, twice a week, once every other week, and just mark another few days off the calendar till we get ready to retire. So we're both in that same journey.
I'm on the 5-year journey to retirement. I want to retire by 60.
Tim S. Better heathen than a hypocrite. I could expand on that, but I'm not going to.
No, he's dead right though.
You're going to force me, ain't you?
Maybe.
I would suggest, by nature, all Christians are hypocrites. Now, I want you to think about it, Tim. If we teach that our goal is to be like Jesus, Jesus lived a perfect and sinless life. So if our goal is sinless perfection like his, and that's what we teach, and we can't live up to that, how are we not really hypocrites? Oh, he just said, retract that. Know your Bible. Yeah. Wallace Corbellis, I get to retire 3 years after I die.
Yep, I'll probably work until I'm dead, dude. It's all good.
I'll get bored and become the greeter at Walmart. How you doing? We put a sticker on that.
I get bored on 2 days off. So.
Well, I'm married to Twine, so I don't ever have a day off. So.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. We got an 18-year-old kid at work that works with us, and he's already engaged. I'm like, dude, just save yourself a little time. Just wait. Don't do it yet. You got years ahead of you.
Yeah, don't waste the best years of your life, brother.
Well, when I was young, I made a promise to myself that I would not get married until I could support a family. You know, if you're unable to support a family, you got no business getting married. Because
This
when
kid's
you get married,
got the perfect opportunity. He doesn't really have a whole lot of bills.
mm-hmm.
He's making decent money, and he should just be banking it. Is what he should just saving it, banking it, and then a few years down the road.
Exactly, because I can tell you what a house costs these days.
Right now, forget about it. Materials, yeah.
I had an
Johnny
epiphany.
is here. Hey, Johnny.
You know, we build houses for a living, and I had an epiphany these past few days. A 3,000 square foot house is now $500,000 in Arkansas. You know, a starter home is $400,000. That's a starter house. My first house was $55,000 25 years ago. Now a starter house, a new one, $400,000. Chew on that. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but lumber's finally coming down. But it's all the other stuff that's stupid. It's just, heck, just try to buy flooring these days.
Yep, I just want to go back 2 years.
Yeah. Let's go back and do a reset.
Let's go back 2 years. It was going so good. And if we had 4 more years of that, it would have been really good. Eskimo. Damn it.
Go back 3 years. Tell Trump, shut up, lay low. You'll be fine.
I don't care if he talks.
Quit running your mouth.
Hey, just show me results. I don't care if he tweets every day. I want results, and that's what he gave.
Well, he gave us
We
results,
had
but
good
his
gas. We
mouth,
had good economy.
it was his mouth that kept him from getting reelected.
It's the woke generation, whatever, but that's exposed to the maximum. I don't care what he says. I want results, and that's what he gave me. And now look at what we got. We got good talk, no tweets, but what do we have? Come on now, what do you want? Take your choice.
Yeah,
Well, it's rainbow month, so there you go.
I think I think Trump's biggest problem was tweeting after his second scotch. I think if that had just cut him off
That's
or
why I
took his
said
phone
just
away,
lay
He
low,
doesn't-
and you can cruise into a second election. Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't drink, so that was all natural. He doesn't drink.
He's so competitive.
Yeah,
He couldn't let anything go.
He's never had a drug.
The thing is he's a businessman, not a politician, and he ran it like a business, and that's how it should be ran.
And they hated it.
He's running like a business.
And they hated that, and that's why they ousted him out and done the election. Oddball stuff is here. Michael Dunn is here.
It's time for a refill.
Preacher
I'm almost to the point where I'm not going to be going a whole lot of places because barely afford to go to work.
Yeah, I went to Dalton this morning for a CMA meeting, and I come back and I passed this flatbed big rig filled with pallets of concrete blocks. You know, cinder blocks, the 4-inch holes. You know what I'm talking about. And I was thinking, wonder how much money that is rolling down the highway right now. I also have a theory about the supply chain shortage, and y'all tell me if y'all think this is going on. In my mind, I picture a man driving a truck, owner operator, and he pulls in a truck stop and sees the price of gas, and he don't have enough money to fill up his tank. He's loaded, he's got a load on his truck, and I just see him having to sit there and wait wherever he is until somebody pays him that owes him money before he can fill up and go further.
It's all about cash flow, baby, when you run a business.
But that's another reason we're going to have a food shortage, because a lot of them are quitting. I just watched a few articles on independent truck drivers, and they're going to give it up for now. So good luck. And everything runs by truck.
These guys that have been self-brokering, that lifestyle is going by the wayside. It has been over the last 10 years. They got a broker. Otherwise, they're not going to catch loads.
I just put diesel in the tractor, and it was from pre-Biden, so I'm afraid to go get diesel right now.
Yeah, Michael Dunn, the price of wood is through the roof, man. Lumber is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Framing wood and sheet wood's come down a little bit because building slowed down on the coast. So that means it's going to work its way to the middle. But, gosh, a month ago, 3/4-inch plywood was $80 a sheet. It is down to about $49-50 a sheet. Yeah, but half-inch is down to about $35 a sheet, and it should be $9. But
I know we need plywood, but we're going to wait. We're going to wait for everything. I want to build a deck. I got to wait.
Yeah, treated wood.
Treated wood or the polymer stuff. I got to wait. Everything's too expensive to build a deck.
A 16-foot composite deck board's $60 a pop.
Oh,
That's 8 square feet for $60.
no way. I will wait it out. I'm going to wait and hope. Yeah.
Yep, single shot. Yep, $1,000 to fill up. Yeah, I saw the same thing from Dave.
Yeah.
It's getting ridiculous, beyond stupid.
I've had 3 tanks be over $100 in the last 2 weeks.
I just hit 510 here,
Wow.
and that'll put me at about $115 a tank.
We're at 450.
And when I bought this truck, I could fill it for $35. Now I'm at $110.
Yeah, we hit 439 today. You can still find it for 429. I bought some today for 419. I got very, very lucky.
You're doing better than we are. We're at 4.5, and we're usually one of the cheapest states in the country.
Look, man, there is no reason in the United States of America why gas should ever cost more than $2.50 a gallon. We saw that when Trump was president. I mean,
well, we saw that 8 hours into this presidency when he killed the Keystone Pipeline.
Yep.
Now he's being sued by Canada over it. So I'm like, go Canada or Alberta.
Oh, Canada.
I wouldn't want to live in Canada, but go for it.
Yeah, Hipparchus. It gets serious fast, man. Gotta watch those YouTube commies, though. I get you.
What do they say, Jamie? Don't criticize, evangelize.
Well, we will see midterms what's going on.
Yeah.
But that's still too long. November is too long, let alone
It's January when you think about it. The election's in November, but they don't transition till January. So we got six more months.
Patriot Paul is here. Hey, Patriot Paul. Yeah, it's one of those waited out type deals.
I hope not, Tim.
It's not going to get any better, unfortunately.
No.
It's going to keep getting worse.
Yeah. People can tease Johnny's reloading bench for having chickens and pigs. He's not. I wouldn't tease him at all right now.
No, you have a garden, have chickens, have pigs, have what you can if you can, you know.
And all you can.
Yeah, luckily our neighbors have lots of eggs and chickens. They can't get rid of them. Yeah.
There's Patriot Paul.
Yep. Pete Paul is here. Yeah, so we just got to ride out the storm. I was thinking the other day, we went 8 years of BS, and then we only got 4 years of a businessman, and now we're back to worse than Carter.
Well, yeah. Hopefully we can have somebody like Reagan come along that, because we're already going through Carter 2.0.
Yeah,
you remember the gas lines in the 70s and
Yeah, but it took Reagan forever. Trump did it fast. I'm thinking Trump and then DeSantis.
Well, Trump didn't have as big a crap farm to deal with as Reagan did. Coming out of Vietnam and 17% interest rates and inflation, and
he will next time.
Yeah,
yeah, he will. He will this time. DeSantis isn't ready. He's got, like I said before, he has to figure out what's going on in there and all the backstabbers. Trump already learned that one. So I'm thinking Trump and then DeSantis vice president and then run him as president for 8 years. And then he gets the ropes. He gets the feel of the ring because it's ugly in there. It's ugly in that ring. And Trump has to talk to DeSantis and let him know what's going on.
I don't know. DeSantis catches a lot of craps from a lot of directions.
He's got a lot
of snowbirds that live in Florida.
It doesn't matter. He's good. He's the guy. And he's young enough. So, but Reagan took forever. I lived through all that. So,
Yep.
It took a long time. And we were in the gas lines. We couldn't even get gas during that time before Reagan. So, yeah. There he is. Idaho shirts. I'm voting for no. I can't even remember a barrel 2 weeks from now. What are you talking about?
We'd have to give Uncle Jim cue cards like Biden would have to.
Yeah, I'll have an earplug. Oh, yeah, Diamondback. No, what was the name of it? I can't even remember.
That's got to be better than the puppet we got right now. So.
Oh, his handlers do everything.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, all right, who am I talking to today? What am I supposed to say? Okay.
And here's the thing: they downloaded a bunch of emails from his son on the laptop, and not a peep out of the media. Not a
no.
And there is some bad emails in there. Not a peep from the media. Bad. Yeah. I think it was 160 emails or something like that they recovered that were deleted.
Oh, more than that. I think it was like 360.
They won't even talk about it. They're deflecting to this gun thing. That's all they want to talk about now. I don't want to talk economy. Let's ban guns. Yeah.
That's what happens every time there's an election, every time there's something else going on. Well, magically, here we go. Yep. No one ever questions as to why suddenly, after 3-4 years, there's another mass shooting.
There always is. Whenever they talk about guns, they always have shootings. Yep. It's just ugly. Just hang tight, people. Make sure you have food. Make sure you're independent as much as you can. And write it out. Just write it out. Have trust in the people for logic, because I think even the liberals are pissed off right now.
If they're booting people out of San Francisco, they're getting pissed.
Yeah, San Francisco. That was awesome. That was awesome in San Francisco. And yeah, if it's like that, people are turning.
California's got a lot of bad things to deal with, but the recall election is not a bad thing.
No.
You can get rid of somebody in the middle of their term.
Yep. That's a good thing.
Yeah, but y'all bear in mind now, the last time the liberals got pissed off, Joe Biden got elected. So,
Broke Loader, get on here. Come on, buddy. Broke Loader.
Yeah, man, you could open that black book and tell us all the shit.
That's right. Go to the Library of Congress and open up the Book of Presidents.
Yeah.
Area 51. What? That's just CIA.
Yeah, you could just open Area 51 to the public.
That's
Bam.
Right. That's
Let
right.
everyone in.
Charge admission.
It's
get the national deficit down.
Pepper, good source of info. Yeah. Patriot Paul, prepping's always good.
Well, if Brandon drops the tariffs from China, they got their money's worth, is all I got to say. That's the next thing he's working on.
Idaho, you've heard me talk about that.
That was the CIA in conglomeration with others. Okay, that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. And there wasn't just one gunman. You saw the difference between the neck and the head. You saw the difference. All right.
And he was a Democrat.
And Pat is here. Pat.
The problem with Kennedy is Kennedy wanted to go a certain way, and they didn't.
Right.
And so they took him out.
He was killed because of the military-industrial complex. That, and he had dirt on LBJ. I'm telling you.
Wow. And he was not pro-union either as a Democrat.
Right. LBJ, J. Edgar, the CIA. The CIA did it. Hired the hitman, and the FBI covered it up.
Alphabet soup, baby.
The CIA had someone do the dirty work, okay? And there's a lot to that, but let's see what's going on here. But that wasn't just Oswald. No way, no how.
Oh,
There's too many
he was the
holes in that.
patsy.
There's too many holes in that story.
He was the patsy.
Yeah.
It's just like the Vegas shooter. Magically, he shot all these rounds, and they shot him, but there was no blood in the room around the casings. They were all over the floor. There was nothing, not an ounce of blood.
I'm gonna quote this one anyway.
Jackie had it done.
Bad. And you know what happened to her?
Hell hath no fury as a woman in scorn.
Yeah. Did you guys hear about the guy that hung himself and shot himself in the chest? Clinton's? Did you hear that one? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an amazing suicide right there. Hanging and shooting yourself in the chest. There's another Clinton for the pile. Yeah.
You can follow the trail of bodies all the way to the White House when it comes to Clinton.
Yeah, we're probably going to get shut down by the media. There's another one on the list.
We're on the paranoia pipeline tonight.
Yeah, put another notch in the.
Don't get me started on conspiracy theories. I'll open a whole bag of chips for you.
What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh man, where do you start? There's so many. I mean, how just in the last 2 years? It's ridiculous.
The Russians, the Russian collusion. That's my favorite. But all that's coming out.
Yeah, all that's been dispelled already. Yep.
Hillary's watching her watch, going, oh, statute of limitations. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 5 years. Come on, baby.
Uncle John's got it right. Next week, Uncle Jim 4. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're going to get me again. Yeah.
You'll have to wear a wig every time.
Yeah. Hey, whatever, The truth comes out. It always comes up kind of like in the water. Stuff bubbles up and floats on the top. And there it is, if you want to see it or not. Where's Jimmy Hoffa? I think Jimmy Hoffa is in a landfill in New Jersey. Okay?
Oh, didn't you hear? They found him the other day. It was in the bottom of Lake Mead.
They have a landfill in New Jersey that has a lot of toxic waste. They're even afraid to dig there, and I think that's where Jimmy is. Yeah,
Could be.
Yeah.
My favorite is still and always will be the Kennedy assassination.
Jimmy Hoffa got thrown in a steel smelting pot. There ain't no more Jimmy Hoffa.
Did you ever see that movie Fried Green Tomatoes?
It's been a while.
Oops, I'm missing my quotes here. Okay, let me know next time you're in L.A.
Louisiana, or is that Iowa? Oh, in L.A. Liz in.
He's got a key for. He's got a key for Idaho. All right. Yeah. Now I think Jimmy got put in a 55-gallon drum, and he's in that. And they're afraid to dig. There's so much toxic waste there in New Jersey in this dump, and it's also been proven that the mafia use that place often. They found so many bodies looking for other things. Obviously, that's where he is. Yeah.
Patriot Paul, are you from Monticello or something? Lower Arkansas. That's old L.A., buddy.
What was the biggest? Yeah, where is? He's in Arkansas.
Arkansas. Screw you, Jim.
Arkansas. I said that for preacher. Yeah, he hates that. Arkansas.
The Arkansas. Yeah, where we hunt. The Arkansas River is about 15 miles away, and they call it the Arkansas River in Kansas.
Oh, Buzz.
Y'all spelling lacks a little to be desired, Ozark. I'm trying to figure out how Wachita is spelled the way that it is.
Wachita. Ask the French. They're the
Wichita
one.
lineman.
They're the ones that named it.
Wichita lineman, baby. Yeah.
Patriot Paul, we're in Missouri, man.
Ochita. I'm in Missouri.
Missouri's a good spot.
Missouri.
A lot of people are moving to Missouri. Yep.
That's why there was no ribeyes at the grocery store today. The Elk River was packed today.
Yeah, Missouri's going to get hit with a lot of people moving there.
Already is. Missouri, Arkansas, Texas. Anything below the Mason-Dixon line is exploding right now.
Yeah, Texas is scary because of the people that are moving there. That's scary. That's a scary voting state now. Soon.
Stop, Mark.
I'm afraid it's going to go purple.
If you move, change the way you vote, okay? Because you moved there.
That's what I tell these folks moving from California and Washington and stuff that are moving here. I'm like, as long as you don't bring the politics with you.
That's right.
You know, you are welcome here.
Yeah. If you ended up digging up and moving, why not? That's the reason you moved. Why are you gonna? I don't get it. Yeah.
Cape Girardeau, that's a gorgeous town over on the river. Opposite side of the state of me.
That's almost like Geraldo. What the hell? All right.
Cape Girardeau. He can run over to Kentucky and get some good bourbon anytime he wants to.
Okay.
South of St. Louis on about halfway to Arkansas on the Mississippi River from St. Louis.
The home of Rush Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh.
Didn't he died, right? No? Yeah. Cancer, something like that.
Yeah.
You like to stir it up, though, so give him that. You like to stick it to the man. All right. Garage Guy is here. Hey, Garage Guy. Wow. Your dad went to high school with Rush Limbaugh? Wow. Awesome. Do you have any pictures? That'd be awesome.
He was picked on as a kid.
No, that would be cool. Very cool. Oh. All right, what else should we talk about, people? Did Hitler shoot himself? No, I don't think so. I think he went to South America, James.
Yeah, he died in Argentina, an old man.
I think he went to South America, and here's why. A lot of Germans went to South America, and I grew up when I was about 6 to 8 years old, 10 years old. I grew up with neighbors that came from Uruguay that were totally German, and their German was a little bit different than they taught in school. And the dad was a Nazi for sure. I guarantee it. And I think they all went to South America. It's easy.
Hitler was such a drug addict by the end of the war. It wouldn't surprise me if that was him in the ditch, burned up by gas. Because by the end of the war, his handlers were running things.
And there's still no DNA. So I think Hitler. Obviously, a lot of the underlings went to South America. Why not Hitler? If the rest of them, made it over there, they still had those PT boats or U-2, whatever they call it.
Well, the Russians have all the evidence, so there you go. So,
all you got to ask yourself is all the things that have been going on in the last 20 years. Look at it. It's a straight out the playbook of Hitler. And
George Soros.
Think about all that kind of stuff that's going on. And That's all you really need to know. We know Hitler didn't kill himself. We know Hitler lived somewhere else, moved on, and passed on all of this information on how to control people, how to do this, how to do that. See it all today.
I know.
Here's what happened. Hitler was a chicken shit, and he was on meth all the time. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So he goes to South America where there's cocaine. All right, I'm good. Yeah.
It was a little far south for that, but
Yeah. Hey, stick with my theory here. Yeah. No, I really think, of all people, if all his other people made it to South America, why not him? They had the submarines. Yeah, it was easy. And there's still places in South America that is very exclusive. They don't let anyone in, and they're all total German. Yeah. And I know neighbors that were just like that.
don't fund me, Uncle Jim. 3 to Argentina. Hey, good beef in Argentina.
I love a good conspiracy. I love conspiracies. Yeah. I love a mystery. Yes. They're my favorite. Unsolved. Yeah.
You know good and well who killed Natalie Wood, Idaho?
We could do a whole chat on conspiracies and who did what.
Is GGW reloading? Did Osama bin Laden really get killed? I don't think so. He's hiding somewhere.
Well, I've seen the
That
pictures.
they got him in a hole somewhere.
I've seen the pictures. Unfortunately, they shot him in the face and bloated his face up, and from the bullet wounds. And
Of course, because they don't want you to see.
It's iffy because of the pictures. Yeah.
It's all done on purpose.
The SEALs said they got him, so I'm going to believe the Navy SEALs. Okay. I'm going to believe.
I gotta go get some chapstick. Hold on.
We almost had another helicopter debacle during that. Area 51. I think Area 51 is a testing ground for new planes, just like our stealth planes were. And that's I don't know. I don't know about
it's the CIA toys playground.
I don't know
what
about
it is.
I don't know about the UFO thing, but I know it's a testing ground for new stuff we don't want to put out, just like the stealth bombers. Yeah. We need Alex Jones next week. Yeah. That guy is out there. Yeah. He's worse than I am. Yeah.
Colonel Hogan killed Bob Crane.
Yeah, Patriot Paul. I believe the SEALs. If they said they got her done, they got her done. They're SEALs, all right? There's not too many of them out there. And they don't lie much unless they're fake.
They don't lie much.
Roswell, yeah. Man, we could do a chat just on mysteries and GGW. Did I say you were here? Hey GGW, how's it going? M1A is here. Abrams is here. How you doing?
If you did a conspiracy theory show, everybody change your name to Art Bell.
Multi-million-dollar what?
Who's the dude that jumped out of the airplane with the hijacked cash?
DB Cooper. That's my favorite.
DB Cooper. Yeah.
That's my favorite, and I'm very up on that. I know every scenario on that one. So,
Hey, you ought to be. He's probably your next door neighbor, man.
well,
He's the sheriff. Yeah.
when I grew up, that hijacking happened live. Okay, so I remember it. I was totally into it when I grew up, and that is the only hijacking that's never been solved. The only one in the world.
Yep. Kind
Every
of like Maverick. Where am I? If you've seen the movie, you'll get it. Where am I?
But every other hijacking, there was believe it or not, in '71, that's when it happened. But in the '70s, people were hijacking planes to go to Cuba all the time. And there was the copycat that was here in Utah. And anyway, he's the only one that's never been solved. And I'm pretty damn sure he was special ops and did it in his sleep. He did that for breakfast and he lived. And it's not hard to hotwire a car when you come out of the woods in the '70s, okay, or 1971. You can hotwire any car and go home. And there was a lot of hunters out there in hunting camps. So DB Cooper, yeah, he fooled them all. And here's the thing, he was cool, calm, and collected. None of the passengers knew he was hijacking the plane, and he had everything down. He knew more than the pilots did on how that plane operated, because in early Vietnam, they used to jump out of the back of those things. Okay, he knew, and the pilot's like, "I don't think we can take off with the stairs down." And he's like, "Yes, you can." And then they argued with him. And he's like, "All right, just take off, and then we'll put the stairs down." He knew everything that was going on. The bomb was fake. They were just, according to the stewardess, they were red, and that's obviously road flares. Dynamite is tan. So he didn't even have a real bomb. He hurt nobody. He's a hero, in my opinion. He hurt nobody. Nobody even knew. No one was traumatized other than the two stewardess and the pilots. That was the best caper ever. Best caper ever in the world. And I love DB Cooper, and we'll never get it solved, ever. But there's two guys that match the profile.
Did we land on the moon?
I believe we did. Only because I had to.
I'm kind of surprised people on the East Coast know who DB Cooper is. It's kind of a West Coast thing. But
I'm like you. I watched it when it was going on, man.
yeah, and I think he had a agenda, because when she asked him, what did she ask him? She asked him a question. He said, no. She goes, do you have I'm trying to think of the right words, the exact words. Do you have a thing against our airline? And he said, no. Do you have gosh, what was it? Anyway, he said, no, but I do have a, whatever it was, agenda, whatever it was, revenge, whatever. I can't think of the word. I can't even think of
got beef. He had beef.
Grievance.
There's exact words that were used, and he said, no, but I do have a, whatever it was. Yeah.
Grievance.
It's something to do with revenge or vendetta.
A grudge. Yeah. Everybody's throwing up words now. Patriot Pope.
And he, according to the witnesses, he was around 45 years old, maybe a little older. And I think
he's probably dead now anyway.
Oh yeah, he's dead. He'd be 95 now. But I think he was going through a midlife crisis. That's my theory. And he was from special ops from early Vietnam, and he served in World War II because he's that age. And he went through a midlife crisis, and he's like, you know what? And I don't think he even cared about the money. I think it was something to do with the FBI, CIA, all that. And the FBI spent millions on this case. They spent millions, and he laughed his ass off the whole time. And they never caught him. I think he really had a grudge. Oh, it was a grudge. Okay, here's the word. Do you have something against the airline? That's what she asked. And he said, no, I don't have a grudge against your airline, but I have a grudge. And that was the FBI, CIA, or the government. He had a grudge against the government. They screwed him over. Yeah. And that's really, if you guys look into it, I have two suspects that are they got to be the guy. And they're both a little crazy, and they've been there, done that. They could do it for breakfast, at night, in the rain, whatever. They don't care. They do it every day. They did it all the time. He lived. He lived. He definitely lived. As a matter of fact, the parachute. Okay, the parachute.
The Law and Order. Tut it up.
Okay, enough with the sound. The FBI, the FBI tried to belittle him and make him sound like he didn't know what he's doing. He picked the wrong parachute, all that. The parachute he picked out is a survival parachute from like World War II, where you're ejecting out of a plane that's just got shot up. And that parachute is made like a tank. It doesn't rip up. It's got cords going all the way over the top, unlike a modern parachute. And they're like, oh, he picked the wrong parachute. No, he picked the exact parachute to jump out of that plane, going that fast. And they're steerable. They said it's not a steerable parachute. Those guys used to grab on one side. They could steer it a little bit, but it didn't matter where he landed. He could take it in water, in the forest, anywhere, because they did it every time. That's what they did in the military. It was nothing to him. He also had a bag. People didn't know this. They think he just had a briefcase. He also had an overcoat. He had a bag with him, and no one knows what was in that bag. And I'm thinking an altimeter, all right, flashlight. Obviously had a knife because he cut up another parachute to tie the money to him. And in the military, you always hung stuff off of yourself. And one guy is like, I solved it and everything. He was holding on to the money when he jumped. No, he didn't. Everyone in the military is hanging it off of themselves, usually down below. He knew exactly. Yes, he knew exactly. We could go forever on this.
All right. Conspiracy. 9/11.
I think 9/11 pretty much was what it was. It was organized from a bunch of Saudis, and they pulled it off.
Yeah, bad on us.
And then the Saudis kicked bin Laden out. Oh nope, he's a bad guy. We don't want to blemish on our robes. So he became the patsy.
Yeah, but do you know what bugs me is what was in those buildings, records that needed to be destroyed. And that bugs me. That bugs me a lot.
Those airplanes couldn't pick what floor they were on.
What bugs me was what was in that building, and there was a lot of sensitive information they wanted gone. That bugs me right there. So I'm on the fence on that one.
What bugs me more than anything is buildings don't fall like that. Not from a plane hitting it.
If you look at the slow motion pictures, it looks like a demolition job all the way across.
Well, I can't remember the one that I watched. Once that aluminum caught fire, it basically works like cordite.
Yeah.
When that core of that building fell, there's no stopping it. It's a house of cards at that point, because even in structure fires, wood lasts stronger than steel. Once steel hits a certain temperature, it fails. Okay, concrete cracks, gets brittle, it fails. And
Yeah.
when the aluminum started spitting out the side of those buildings and those videos, it also the fire was so hot at that point the buildings didn't have a chance.
Yeah. If it gets really hot, the steel beams would warp.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 50-50 on this because of what was in those buildings, records that were very sensitive, they wanted to get rid of. And then when you look at some slow motion pictures, it looks like a demolition job all the way across that level. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. I don't know.
I think all my 80% lowers were in that building.
Yeah.
Preacher said all his 30 round mags were there.
I do know that a lot of suicides that were related to the Clintons are iffy. I do know that one.
Ask anybody from Arkansas, they'll agree.
You don't shoot yourself twice in a suicide. I'm sorry, it doesn't happen.
Well, the first one didn't work, so you had to try again.
Yeah.
The first shot to the head didn't do the job, so had to double tap himself.
Yeah. Go for the heart next time, right?
And the last guy recently was related to the island, what I'm talking about. Yeah. He knew about what's his face and
hung himself off his bunk bed.
So that makes you wonder. I mean, do you hang yourself and shoot yourself at the same time? I don't think so. Yeah. And it all had to do with the island and the plane trip. Okay, that guy knew. And so they got rid of him. So there's another one to throw to the pile.
There was a
Just
senator.
remember, the government is not your friend.
No, not at all. Manchurian Candidate. That's what we're seeing right now. Go watch the movie again. CIA's been doing it since the 50s. Brainwashing people to go do mass shootings. That's already been proven.
Yep.
CIA. And it just happens at the certain times. It's kind of, yeah.
Yep. It's always a similar time.
Yeah, they've been working on that since the 50s. It started off with spies and all that stuff. Spies, Russia, US. Now they just do it to, let's change the gun laws.
Well, they always pick a young kid or someone who's mentally defective to go ahead and do it anyway.
And they're easy.
Well, these people shouldn't have guns.
They pick out the right people that are easy to manipulate and hypnotize and drug and get them on their, in their little platform there. And then there you go. It happens every time.
Yep. And it's never just one.
Mm-hmm. They've got it all sorted out. That was 50. So what happened? Okay. We're at 2022 now. Yeah. They've got it down. And I'm more than 50-50 on that one. I'm 80%. Yeah. Watergate. Okay.
Pizzagate.
Watergate. Here's my problem. I like Nixon. I liked him. I'm sorry. He got along with other countries. I'm sorry. I like Nixon. And if he's a little shifty, all right, the better for him. I'm sorry. What do you guys think? But I liked Nixon. I'm sorry. They wanted to get him. They tried to push him out of there with Kennedy. He looked young and everything. And Nixon was the old cranky guy. That was the media. I'm sorry. I liked Nixon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. I liked him.
I am not a crook.
Yeah. If you guys let's
I am not a crook.
Nixon, I gotta put on the like side. On the if you're right here, I'm putting him on the like side. I'm sorry. I like Nixon, and people are gonna disagree, but whatever.
I can tell you some
Tin
stuff.
Man wants a link.
Okay, Tin Man. But if you look at it, the media tried to kill Nixon between Kennedy, and that should tell you right there what's going on. All right.
Just
Let's
like
see.
Trump.
Chico Wise is here.
What's up, Chico?
So
Let me tell you, the only thing Tricky Dick Nixon did that any of the rest of them hadn't done was get caught. Period. Flat out. Point blank.
You got that exactly right. That's why he's on this side of my line. And also, he got along with China and Russia, and he kept the heat off. As far as Cold Wars and all that, he actually he's on this side of the line. I'm sorry, Uncle Jim's line. He's on this side, the good side.
Well, if you look back, he did. I mean, his foreign affairs was dead on. The
Mhm.
economy was not that bad. He was not a bad president. He was just a lying crook. But
Well,
point
But
to
they
one,
all
he screwed up because he recorded everything that he did.
yeah. Well, he screwed up because he got caught. Okay.
Well, he got caught, and then all the evidence was there because he recorded everything that he said.
All right. Compare Nixon to the Clintons. All right. There you go. I compare him to that. The Clintons. Yeah.
Yeah,
the Clintons paid better, Uncle Jim. They got better guys that didn't get caught.
they hide everything and delete everything.
I'm sorry. Go back and look on. Don't go by media. Look at the real history on Nixon. He wasn't that bad. He's on this side of the line. I give him that. He's on this side. Yeah.
he brought China out of the third world, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Uh,
and you can't put Pandora back in that box, can you?
no.
And another thing he did that you can debate is he ended the Vietnam War, and you can debate amongst yourself whether we lost that war or not.
Yeah.
Afghanistan 1.0.
Let
What-
Tin Man in, Uncle
Yep.
Jim.
Yeah. With the communists, he kind of turned down the fire.
Is Tin
There's
Man in
a
the
lot.
background?
I feel bad for Nixon. He got screwed over so bad, but he was smart. Those guys that went in and did all that stuff, all right. He was crafty, but he got caught.
I remember watching these speeches on television after the Watergate investigation and the Senate hearings and all that crap. And I'll never forget him saying that on TV. He got on there and he said, "Well, the American people need to know if their president's a crook or not." Well, I'm not a
And
crook.
I am not a crook.
What he should have said is, "We're all crooks."
That's what he should have said. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman,
Yeah.
Monica Lewinsky. And
I did not have relations with that woman. Please define the word is.
well, that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Tricky Dick Nixon turned around and he said, therefore, effective tomorrow at noon, I will resign. No, he said, I will resign the office of the Presidency of the United States effective tomorrow. And then it said, one thing's for sure, you won't have Tricky Dick Nixon to kick around anymore.
Right.
And then Bill Clinton goes, it depends on what your definition of is. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? I only know one definition of is, and I can't even tell you what that is.
Well, they've taken that to man, woman, male, female, he, her, is, it.
Non-binary.
Yeah. Self-identification.
They're all crooks. Kennedy's were crooks. Johnson, they're all crooks. Carter, I think, was innocent. He was just not too good at a president.
Are you letting Tin Man in?
He's been in the background for like 15 minutes.
How long has he been having a
He's been
tantrum?
there for a minute.
You bastard. You bastard.
I'm just gonna go back upstairs.
You bitch.
What up, brother?
Mr.
Oh,
Tin,
you know. What's going on, fellas?
I guess we got to call him Papa Tin Man now.
I want to know how the carpets are.
He's got a shiny new carpet cleaner to take care of that.
Just don't call me Shirley.
Inspected by Shirley.
You know, you want to know how much of an idiot I am? I have one of those Hornady overall length gauges, and I have this straight one that works for bolt action rifles. I thought it would work for an AR-10, but it's too short, and I can't reach the knob to lock in the little rod that goes up through it, so I'm screwed.
Just split your case and move on. Do it the old school.
But then I bought this tool for nothing.
Well, that's kind of your own fault.
Yeah, your tool's been short all your life, so you know.
Tell me about it.
Look at GGW. You got a dirty mind, boy.
It's amazing you got two babies. Yes. No, I'm sorry.
It's the velocity is what matters.
That's right. It's not the length of the hose, it's the amount of water you put on the building, right?
That's exactly right.
Well,
Miss Kitty has a tip right there. Yes.
Hey, Tim, man, it won't be the first time you get shit on, so by your kids.
Dude, I would have been happier if it was on me. It was on my brand new carpet.
She
Yeah,
sharded it all over it. Yeah.
Dude, it went right over top of my wife's leg. It got all over my wife's leg, and there was a stream of poop. You could, oh my goodness.
Wait until you have a boy. You'll get squirt right in the face. Yeah.
And word of advice, don't lay on your back and like tumble them above you. You'll get puked on right in your face.
how do you know that, Ozark?
I've watched a lot of videos.
You know, if you watch more than 2 videos on YouTube of any particular subject, you're therefore an expert.
I got lucky. I turned my face. I still got puked on, but it didn't go in my mouth or my nose.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just wait till you get a boy. You'll get sprayed. You'll get sprayed.
Yeah. My sister-in-law learned that. She had 2 daughters, and she was changing the diaper. She's like, "Oh, whoa!" She was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yeah, when that cold air hits them, they tend to let loose. So you gotta
Every single time. Dude,
you gotta switch that diaper quick on boys."
And if they're good boys, they'll write your initials on your face.
Dude, every time I change that kid's diaper, like as soon as I put a fresh diaper like underneath her, I'll get her a little butt paste on and all that good stuff. And as soon as I do, she'll fart and a little bit of poop comes out, and I got to start all over. And she'll make a mess in the brand new diaper I just put on her. It's like every time you change that kid, it's at least 2 diapers every time.
So what did you learn? What did you learn?
Nothing. There's we've tried waiting and giving her time to do her thing, and it doesn't matter.
Sounds like it's time to go to washable diapers, and then
Love Gunsmoke, A2 Abrams.
Gunsmoke is a classic. I like Festus. Festus is my favorite.
I know the answer to this. How many times did Matt Dillon get shot over the 3 decades?
Yeah.
47 times. He's got more holes in him than Swiss cheese, I swear.
But who likes Festus? I like Festus. He's my favorite character on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
he's got a gimp.
Well, golly, Matthew.
did you know that that show holds the record for the longest running series on TV? 22 seasons.
Wow.
The Simpsons passed it finally.
I
Yeah.
thought
Did
cops
Yeah.
would have passed it.
Yeah, Simpsons passed it actually.
Ah, geez,
Mhm.
really?
Yep.
I'll tell y'all something about Bonanza, Bisley Blackhawk. When that show didn't last after Hoss died.
No, that's Bonanza.
Yeah.
Who was the first deputy? Dadgum, Dennis Weaver. What was his character name? He was the one that had the gimp, had the stiff.
Yeah, that guy had the gimp. But I like the way Festus talked. Yeah. Did he come before Festus or after?
Yes, he was in black and white days. Twine's dad has Bonanza on. If Bonanza's on, Bonanza is on in their house.
And the whole time he had to remember what leg, every scene. Which leg do I limp on? Yeah. All right.
It was Dennis Weaver, though. That's who that was.
I never trust a man. You know, Patriot Paul, we have so many similar agreements. Patriot, you got to get on here. We agree on everything so far. DB Cooper, everything. Everything. Festus, Patriot Paul, you got to come on here. Damn it. And it went
Chester. Dennis Weaver was Chester on Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
And he had the stiff leg.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but does anybody know the maximum magazine length for a 308 out of a Magpul magazine?
You got calipers?
Yes.
There you go.
Off the top of their head, does anybody know?
I hadn't reloaded in a year. I couldn't tell you. For
Dude, this-
Magpul,
My lands are out at like 2.895. I think that's over magazine length. Come on, side chat. Don't let me down.
Use your phone, Patriot. Come on, buddy. I'm fixing to have to get off anyway. It's almost 11:30. Yeah, I remember how she said, how he said Miss Kitty, Festus. What was his name? Ken. Come on, help me.
That's before my time. I'm no help on this one. Sorry.
Am I gonna have to look it up, Ozark?
yes, sir. I'm looking up Magpul OAL for 7.62.
I think it's like 2.87 or something like that. 2.80 is book length. 2.87 might be maximum magazine length.
Let me ask Siri. Siri, who played Festus on Gunsmoke?
Siri, what's magazine length for 308?
2.86. 2.86, according to Magpul's website.
Okay, that works. Thank
It
you.
was on CBS too.
Sorry, I won't ruin the chat anymore with gun stuff.
Well, God darn, Doc, you think the price of a beer would be worth me taking care of your daughter for you? Yeah.
His name was Ken Curtis, and there's videos of him singing on YouTube.
His mule was Bessie or something like that? Come on, Bessie.
Bisley Blackhawk is here. I probably didn't mention that. Sorry, Bisley. And Floyd Hicks is here. Hey, Floyd. Good to see you, Floyd.
How did Hoss die?
Hoss died from complications of a rather routine surgery. I think it was gallbladder.
Yeah.
Hoss died trying to save a woman from drowning, according to Google.
What?
The show
No
decided
way.
to give Hoss the show decided to give Hoss a heroic death, attempting to save a woman from drowning. Sorry,
That's how they killed him off of the show.
on the show, yeah.
He was my favorite on the show. Yeah. I like Haas.
All the women liked Little Joe.
Yeah, little Joe always acted like a badass, but he wasn't. I like Haas. And the big brother. What was
He moved to Kansas to the prairie, or
Yeah, what
Minnesota
was-
on the show, but the real book was in Kansas.
what was the big brother's name? I liked Haas and then the big brother.
Big Joe or
Now, people in the side chat, who was the big brother on Bonanza? The oldest brother. I liked him too. And the dad was okay.
Hop Sing, Chop Chop Hop
Oh,
Sing.
Hop Sing. I love Hop Sing. How could I forget that? Okay, Haas, Hop Sing, and then the older brother. Okay.
Okay, the dad was Lauren Green, and he was born in Canada, and he was an anti-gun guy.
Oh, you bastard.
Adam Cartwright. That was
Adam
the-
Cartwright.
That's right.
And they used to do car commercials. You remember that? They used to do car commercials. Bonanza, the whole crew. Yeah.
Chop Chop Hop Sing. That's what Hoss would say.
Hop Sing was awesome, especially when he got pissed off. I love that. When he got pissed, that was the best.
Don't make me cut off your ponytail.
Yeah. I love Hop Sing. Yes. But yeah, go YouTube some of the car commercials from Bonanza. It's pretty cool. We go everywhere on these chats. All right.
Idaho's
Zsa Zsa Gabor had a character on Bonanza. Chief Dan George, you remember from Outlaw Josie Wells? He was on there.
I'm sure there was a ton on there.
Yeah, when you run for 22 seasons, you have lots of opportunities to have guest stars.
Yeah, McHale's Navy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. McHale's Navy was awesome. My wife's dad loved that show. Yeah. I liked it too. Yeah. And I liked the guy with the gap in the teeth. What was Borgnine or what was his name?
Yeah,
Ernest-
it was 4-9.
Ernest Borgnine. He was awesome.
He played in a lot of older cowboy movies.
Wayne Newton was on Bonanza, so was David Cassidy.
David Cassidy. Oh my God. The Partridge Family. We're not even going to go there. Oh, right. Well, maybe.
Buddy
Johnny 1982 asked, "What's the best way to clean a reloading block?" I tell you what I do, Johnny, is I wait till the wife's gone and then I put it in the dishwasher. I do, I swear.
The key statement there is wait till the wife's gone.
Right. Exactly.
Is he talking about where you put your brass in?
Yeah,
Loading trays.
Yeah, just shoot it out with a hose and simple green or soap. Yeah.
You know, what's your guys' favorite universal reloading tray? Because I have the MTMs and I hate them.
They suck. They got the dimples. Yeah.
They have flashing from the mold and they stick half your cases in there.
Yeah, they got the dimples from the flashing. I used.
I like the Frankfurt Arsenal ones myself.
Okay.
I like the. I'll have to go look at them. But they're round. There's no flashing.
You like what's his name from Texas? The machinist.
Rick, 6-shooter Texan.
6-shooter Texas.
He sent me some of these.
Yep.
These are awesome, man.
Those
See,
are my favorite for 45, 9, 380. Yeah.
I would love to have them, but dude, I ain't got the room to put all the calibers I load. A bunch of different trays. I
Yeah,
just
but
don't.
you got a 3D printer. I was on Thingiverse, and they had tons of CADs for those.
Yeah, 10 man down.
So with a 3D printer, you're still going to get like where your nozzle starts and stops on all your circles. It's going to be, you can see a seam. And I'm worried about that.
Well, you can adjust.
I
They
can.
they also make them where they're not square; they're just the round holes. I've been on Thingiverse; they look pretty good.
Seriously, Tim, man, there's only about 4, maybe 6 different footprints for a piece of brass.
Yeah, just do all the diameters on the MTM trays, and there you go.
Right.
Yeah,
And
a
yeah,
lot
like,
of people are saying Frankfurt Arsenal. They are great. They're
Yeah.
specific for caliber,
The
and I
blue
have
ones.
those. But if you're talking universal, I'll go into the room and grab one.
Frankfurt Arsenal makes a universal too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, the
yeah, but
lime.
there's a company I like better. What? I can't think of a barrel 2 minutes from now.
I've got the Lyman one for 308 that's stair stepped
National
up.
Metallic, right there.
National Metallic.
National
There's
Metallic.
there's
Okay. Okay.
Paul again.
Yeah,
Patriot Paul.
the Lyman ones are pretty sweet. The bleacher blocks.
The
I like
bleacher
that.
block.
No, I'll grab one. But Patriot Paul, so far we have agreed on everything. You got to get on a live chat. Damn it!
Paul, quit kissing his
Radical
ass.
Firearms.
National Metallic makes a great universal.
Radical Firearms.
I'll grab one. I'll go inside.
There you go. Basically, Blackhawk. I Dream of Jamie. Yeah.
Yep, Jamie, those are what I'm talking about. Them bleacher blocks. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, and Patriot Paul says Lyman has 4 diameters. This one's a 485. And I think
Hey, we have a man of God backstage, so you shouldn't leave him back there.
Oh
Preacher.
my gosh!
Preacher.
Did I leave someone hanging again?
You did.
You left Harold hanging.
Yes. Tell me you put some fart sounds on your soundboard.
Not yet.
Dude, I'm waiting. I can't wait.
Oh, come on. Preacher.
I will cry laughing. I'm such a immature kid.
You want to hear fart songs after your girl's been shitting all over your carpet.
If it's somebody else, yeah. If it ain't in my house, go for it.
Put a little cornstarch on them, they'll fart every time.
Yeah, you can't talk anymore, can you?
What's up, preacher?
Nothing. What about y'all?
Did you get your homework done?
I did.
Boy.
talking about loading blocks right now. I'm fixing to go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
I do have to make that deer pastrami tomorrow. It's finally thawed out.
Oh, everyone's bailing.
I can't remember I can't remember what the salt to water ratio and all that was, but every time I do it, I just go watch my old video on making corned deer. And then you just smoke it instead of boil it if you want pastrami. Roll it in cracked pepper.
Oh, I tell you what, you brought that down to Texas when we hog hunted. That was incredible.
Woo!
I've never broke that out. People didn't just go crazy over it.
I got 10 pounds of deer meat ready to go on that. Hindquarter muscles.
Yep. About 2 weeks in the brine in the fridge is usually what it takes to get it about right. And that does something to the meat. I don't know.
Holy
Well, I
cow,
got
2 weeks is a long time.
The pink salt is the secret.
Yeah.
It converts it. Yeah.
So, Garage Guy 879, are the Lehman Beginner's Reloading Kit worth the trouble? Or
Don't do
Lyman.
kids.
Lyman or Lee?
Lyman or Lee? He typed Lee.
Yeah,
If it's Lee, I would say yes, except for that stupid scale.
the Lee.
Send your scale to Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie's got a collection of garbage pile.
I don't
They're
like.
not a garbage pile. They're getting blown up.
Yeah, we got a box full of them over here.
You've been saying that for 3 years. Come on now.
Okay, I don't like
Well, it
reloading
took 2 years
kits.
for people just to send them to them.
All right, I don't like kits because there's a lot of trash in the kits. The Lyman's the better one. You get a good manual and all that, but you get a crappy scale. Pick and choose and do it that way. Kits don't always work out. You don't get everything that's good. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now on the
You're
tape,
always gonna have to upgrade a few things from the kit. I mean,
yeah,
are they worth it to a certain degree? Yeah, but you're always gonna have to upgrade some stuff.
They'll get you
Lyman
going.
is, yeah, the Lyman is better because you get a good manual, a decent scale, and the Lyman is better. The Lee scale sucks. So
You
forget
guys use
about
manuals? I just look them up on the internet.
I just fill the case up and then stick the bullet in.
Okay, for Tin Man. All right, no dimples. All right, that's a universal
That's awesome.
for both sides, and
That's
it
the MTM, isn't it?
no, that's a national
That's
metallic.
national metallic. The MTMs are red.
And again, Patriot Paul. Here we go. Can you read that?
Yes.
All right. Notice there's no dimples in these.
Yep. They did that right.
Plastic.
These, the
It's smooth.
MTMs are absolute garbage. I'm going to shoot them at the range.
And then you can flip it over and do the other calibers. So if you, and they would sell them 3 at a time on sale. I think these were like $3 or something like that when I bought them
Nice.
as a
Nice.
pair. And then of course 6-shooter Texan. Oh, awesome.
Oh,
Yep.
the cutting boards. Yeah.
Yep. Those
But
are
if
pretty
you
awesome.
guys are looking for a universal shell holder, the National Metallic on Midway, you sometimes they'll have sales for 3 of them, cheap, $15, whatever, $10. I think these cost me $3 a piece. Oh, I was so happy. Yeah,
That'd be a good thing if you're trying to get to $50 for the Midway free shipping. Just throw a couple of them on your order.
Yeah.
and I have the mechs, and I hate those little dimple cast marks. Oh, I hate them so bad.
Yeah, they're junk. You'll go to pull a case out and you'll lift the whole tray up. It pisses
Yeah.
me off.
Yep,
I have,
anything with the rimmed cartridge. It's terrible.
I
But
have
yeah,
2
don't
of those.
don't buy reloading kits because you never. It's like the 3 Bears. You never get everything good. But the Lyman is better than the Lee. The Lee's trash. The scale is trash. No,
They're like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
that's right. Just pick and choose. Buy them separately on sale. Yeah.
Tonight, boys and girls, we have learned 2 things. Jim is passionate about conspiracy theories and
And
not
reloading
purchasing
trays.
reloading kits.
And reloading trays.
Preacher, I want to ask you: did you see the weigh-ins for the UFC?
I did not.
Everybody is buff. There's like
Well,
6
thank you, Jim.
girls-
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Just
there's like 6 girls fighting tonight, and they have like these washboard stomachs. I mean, my God. And the booty. Oh my God, the booty. Oh, not that I look at that. No.
On that note, I'm going bed.
Scotsman going to bed thinking about that booty.
Oh yeah, it's all about the booty, brother. It's all about the booty.
It's all about that base. About that base. Right?
It's all about that.
You gotta have something to hold on to.
Yeah.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns on.
I like something that my hands fit just right.
With that, my mommy's calling. Good night, fellas.
Night,
All right,
See ya.
Y'all have a good one.
See you,
Have a
Jimmy.
good one.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Have a
Take
good
care,
one,
brother.
Jamie. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Good luck tomorrow. He said 17. I don't know what John 17 is. Preacher posted, but I can't remember numbers that good. So sorry. I'm a heathen.
John 17 is where Jesus prays for his disciples on the way to the Garden of Gethsemane before he's handed over to the Romans and crucified the next day.
Okay. Let's see. I got the RCBS.
Now that we've scared off half of the panel, now we can
Yeah.
begin.
RCBS scale is good. Yes. The Lee is not. All right.
I would like to get a good beam scale. I've never used one. I've always used digitals.
Get the
Yeah.
Dylan. Everybody says pay the price. Get the Dylan.
I
I don't
got
think Dylan
the
makes them anymore.
Do they
I
not?
got the Dylan scale from my uncle, and that thing works awesome. But I still love my Wahoo scale. That's what I
Yeah.
use. But I confirm it on the Dylan. It just takes forever.
I tried finding the Dylan one on their website. They no longer sell them on Dylan's website.
Wow. Well, no, buy it on eBay used. A used one, whatever. Clean it up. The Dylan just the magnet on it, it doesn't walk forever to do a charge. You're
But if
waiting.
it
The
if
Dylan
it's
kind of
if
settles
it's
out.
discontinued by Dylan, will it still have a lifetime warranty on it?
Probably. I don't know. I've never had to use one. It works forever. Mine is like from the 80s.
I have an RCBS and a Hornady. Both of them work excellent. I started using them as a check for my my RCBS Charge Master or Load Master, whatever that automatic dispenser is, and I would just take the off the automatic and dump it onto the RCBS, and it would settle out, and then I would dump it onto the Hornady, and it would settle out, and I never found anything to be off. Hardly, I mean, no noticeable amount with the RCBS or the Hornady or the powder charge. Sometimes the powder charge would beep and say it was done. It'd be a half grain off, but it would say it was a half grain off. You had to look at the.
Mhm.
So I just got in the habit of just dumping here, dumping that one there, dumping this one in the brass, and
I turn down the speed on my Hornady and use a trickler at the same time. And whenever it's like, it slows down, I just use a trickler, bring it up. The Ohas is still available at $75. So
Yeah,
Too bad.
if you're you can get used scales cheap, but you
Mhm.
want to make sure they got the magnet so they don't do this for 10 minutes.
Like the Lee.
Yeah,
Ohas is new on Amazon for $75.
and like Bisley said, the old Lymans were Ohas. That's all they did was scales, so that's good. And then RCBS is really good. The Dylan I know is really good, and there's others. I've had older ones that were all brass. They're beautiful, but they do this for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're gorgeous. Whoever made them, it was gorgeous, but it didn't work out. Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah. So you could find a used Dylan RCBS or Ohas or what's the other one I missed? Lyman, which
Lyman.
is Ohas. Yeah, they're going to work great. They take longer, but that's all right.
That Ohas sure looks like a Dylan, but it's painted white instead of blue.
Right.
Yeah, I love the Dylan. It settles right now. Yeah.
something else you're passionate about. The UFC. Who do you got in the light heavyweight championship tonight? The old man or the kid with the ponytail?
You know, I like this Dextera, whatever his name is.
Teixeira.
Deshera. I like the ponytail guy, but that the old man is so nice. I love that guy. I want to see him pull it out, but I doubt he can do it. You know, the young guy is too strong, too fast. Yeah, but I love the
Teixeira
ponytail
wins.
guy. The ponytail guy's a wacko. Of course, I'm gonna like him. You know what I'm talking about. He's crazy.
He is nuts.
But I like the old man. The old
I
man.
want Teixeira's almost as old as I am. He's like 43, and he's the light heavyweight champ of the world.
Oh,
Everybody else in that division is like 28.
Yeah,
And he's whipped he's a good champ, and I would like to see him at least defend it a couple times before he.
I would love to see him pull it off against the young guy, but I love both of them. It's a tough one, and definitely, yeah.
Preacher, I like the kid from Cabot.
I do too. Jim loves him too. Thug Nasty.
Thug Nasty.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Bryce Mitchell. Everybody loves Bryce Mitchell. He's a talker.
I'm trying to get Bryce Mitchell on a live chat. That would be awesome.
If you do and you don't text me and get me on, I mean,
Oh yeah, No, I already told him I know a guy that lives close to you.
I
You
could be a
gotta-
translator. I speak Arkansan.
Oh yeah,
Kenzie, right? Yeah. Twine's older daughter, who just cracked 100 pounds, loves UFC.
Yeah.
She's the littlest petite woman you've ever met, but she
Yeah.
loves her UFC. So,
She
That's
goes.
Yeah.
hilarious.
oh yeah,
I love the UFC because it's the last sport that's not woke. You know, you can talk about anything and have your own political views. They don't care, and that's why I love it. And I love martial arts. I love to see different martial arts work against, another style and see what works. Bruce Lee would have loved that crap.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee would have been all over that crap. He started it all. Everyone looks up to Bruce Lee.
I
Even the
watched a documentary on Robin from Batman. From the '60s. He and Bruce Lee were next door neighbors in the
Really?
apartment. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
they're okay. We're talking conspiracies now. There is a huge thing between Robin and Bruce Lee. But also, did you know that they made Robin tuck and they made him cover his legs in the thing because they said he was showing too much junk?
I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I'm more fascinated with Tin Man freebasing. What are you freebasing back there, Tin Man? I mean, there's smoke blowing around.
I'm actually cleaning off my coils. He burned off all the crap on them and put new cotton in them.
Let's get back to the nuts. Okay, Robin was showing too much. And the company that was doing, people were saying that they were filming whatever, the production, that they made him like tuck and cover, and then they hid his junk. So you will notice, and there's full interviews on Robin about his tights.
Well, they were talking about his first season. They were all the stunt scenes. They did their own stunt scenes, but the pyrotechnics and stuff. So many people got injured the first season.
Yes.
That CBS or whoever it was like,
yes,
y'all need to chill.
Okay.
We're paying too many medical bills because
Guys, I gotta tell you my first old Batman and Robin story. I was about 17. I wasn't either. I was about 14 or 15. I couldn't drive yet. I was staying the night with a kid in the neighborhood. We were staying up late that night. I don't remember, playing video games or whatever, back when Nintendo was new. And we turned off the Nintendo, and the old 1960s Robin Hood was on. And not Robin Hood, but I mean Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so they're in this helicopter, and Batman crawls down this rope ladder.
Yeah.
And this shark jumps up, and it's a rubber shark about 3 foot long. And he has it wedged between his leg and the rope. You can clearly tell he's holding it in place. And he hollers up, "Robin, throw me the shark repellent." And Robin leaves his pilot control, runs back in the helicopter, and opens up this cabinet. And there's a whole case of shark repellent spray. He grabs it and drops it right out the side of the helicopter. Batman catches it, sprays the shark, pulls his leg back from the rope, and the shark falls away. My buddy and I were sitting here as 14-year-old kids looking at this going, this is the most asinine show. I mean, I have never seen in my life. And he goes, but our parents thought it was real. And I said, that's what summed it up right there.
But Mario's badass. Yeah.
All right, let me talk about the subject because I know a lot about it. I grew up with Batman and Robin. Here is two things. Early on, they had no stuntman for Robin. So
either one of them
come out of the cave. You know the scene where they come out of the cave that starts off and everything. The first time they did that, he flew out of the car. He had one little pinky finger.
Broke his pinky on the gear shifter. Yes.
Yeah, he had a pinky on the gear shift to save him, and it tore him all up. And then, and they didn't have a stuntman for Robin. They're like, you're disposable. And then another shot, they're in the Bat Cave, and some brilliant guy made a a blank round. So no, it was dynamite.
Yeah.
They used like a quarter stick or a half stick of dynamite and blew it off in the scene and blew Robin's ears out.
Well, nobody could hear. He said
Yeah,
nobody.
Robin couldn't hear shit. And the guy that did the effects put a half a stick of dynamite in that cave, and they couldn't hear shit. There are so many amazing stories about Batman and Robin behind the scenes.
Yeah, he like dislocated his hip the first season. He broke his pinky.
Oh,
In pre-production for when they were pulling out of the Batcave, in the Batmobile, the door didn't close right.
And then they make
he
him
broke his pinky, and they were like, "Well, you got to hold the door from here on out," you know.
Yeah. And then to top it off, they made him tuck his penis in his tarps. You know,
Adam West was
just
actually
that.
driving the car went through all those scenes. So yeah, they didn't have stunt people.
Yeah. But Robin is funnier than hell. If you watch, you can watch interviews on him as older.
He was a Hollywood player.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it was awesome. But him and Bruce Lee were friends.
They were next door neighbors in the apartment building.
Yeah, a lot of people tried to make them like there were rivalries because they were both. You know, you had the Green Hornet going on and Batman, and no, they were friends. And obviously, Bruce Lee would have kicked his ass. But yeah.
Robin took like Taekwondo for like 5 years, and then all of a sudden decided to jump into acting. And he and Bruce Lee's balconies were next to each other. Bruce Lee would like work out on the balcony. He was like, "Oh, you do martial arts?" He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm good." So they sparred. Bruce Lee like kicked his butt all over the place. And then they brought in Bruce Lee during production of one of the shows, and Bruce Lee did not hold back on him. And after the scene, he was like, "I was just messing with you, man." He's like, "I got a bloody nose and a fat lip, and my arm hurt."
Yeah.
And Bruce Lee was like, "I was just messing with you, man."
Tin Man, why don't you smoke real cigarettes like Uncle Jim?
Look at
You
it
know,
smoke.
Honestly, if I would have thought to roll my own back 10 years ago, I probably still would.
Man, I love that machine. I loaded a couple packs today, just super quick. Yeah.
My next door neighbor calls them electric dicks.
Yeah, it looks like you're puffing on a Peter. I know, I get it. I've heard them all.
Yeah, it's funny that you brought up Batman and Robin, though. I grew up on that. That was one of my favorites as a kid. Yeah.
We just come in mid-show and he was on that ladder, and that rubber shark was pinned against his leg. The shark repellent. I thought, man, this is the most retarded thing I've ever seen in my life.
You can watch a YouTube. You know where they're climbing up the building sideways.
Climbing up the building, yeah, and there's like strings holding their capes back. Yeah.
You can watch a YouTube that has every guest. You know, all celebrities that poke out the window and talk to them while they're climbing up the building sideways.
Dude, it was so cheesy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they ran over budget their first season, because they brought the celebrity guest in. Who was the guy that did all the cheesy horror movies? Oh gosh, all the 3D stuff and the cheesy horror movies from the 50s and 60s. Well, they paid him more than all the other actors put together, and they ran out of budget, and that's when they started like the dynamite crap and doing their own acting or their own stunts, because they ran out of money because the Batcave cost so much money and all that. I enjoy the documentary. It's actually on YouTube.
Yeah, and what's great about it is it was a comedy at the same time. You know, it was goofy.
Yeah, kids enjoyed it and the parents enjoyed it.
The goofier it was, the better it was. But when they're climbing up the building, that was brilliant. You know, they're just standing on a wall. And then you had all the guest stars that were on the show. You had that the big guy. What was his name? Anyway, you had all these stars that poke out the window. You can watch
Yeah.
a video with all the guest stars poking out the window just on that. It's funnier than hell. I love Batman and Robin. Yeah. I was a Spider-Man guy as a kid, but Batman and Robin was funny. So I loved the Joker. I loved what was the other guy that was awesome? Penguin. What was the other guy that was just cooler than hell?
The Rugrats.
The Joker was awesome, though. He was always laughing, having a good time, screwing with you. So the Joker is my number one, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry, people in the side chat. Patriot Paul probably agrees with me the whole time because he's been there 100%.
They're still talking about beam scales and stuff like that.
Cesar Romero, yeah. Yes, Cesar Romero was the
It's not. I won't say Milton Berle, but that's not it.
Uncle John. I'll take Artemis Gordon.
Cesar Romero. Was there two Jokers?
My dad was older. He liked Errol Flynn. That was his hero.
Yeah.
Remember Errol Flynn?
With the mustache cut, yes.
Did Robin Hood, did the pirate movies, sword fighting guy.
Yeah.
Vincent, was it Vince? Oh, the horror movie guy.
No idea.
Johnny 1982 asked me earlier about my my Ruger bolt action 357. I got it to shoot 1-inch groups at 50 yards, 2-inch groups at 100. That's about the best I did. But I mean, plenty of power. You know, it just not a tack driver. Not you're not going to get the accuracy, I don't think, with a pistol, a short, fat pistol bullet that you're going to get with a long, skinny, more center-fired rifle bullet. But if you're okay with 2-inch groups, it's a great rifle. It's short, it's easy to point. I still like it. I don't ever see me getting rid of it.
Yeah, I would suggest to him to find a handy rifle in 357. They shoot good.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that Rossi that I bought at your place up at it, I can shoot 2-inch groups all day long with open sights with it at 100 yards.
Yeah, I love my Merlin suppressed too. Yep, but a handy rifle does shoot really good.
I miss Uncle Jim's Contender videos. I don't know about anybody else.
That made me want a Contender really bad.
Me too.
Man, I'm working on the stock because I ripped the thing.
I remember you ripped off the front sight or the front swivel stud.
I ripped off the sling stud where the bipod goes on. I keep ripping it because it drags on the bench when you're shooting hot loads. And man, I've been putting that off. I got the original stocks on it right now. So you just, all right, I will fix it and we'll get her done.
I bet somebody made a 3D printed stock for the Contender.
I almost looked for that, but it's not going to hold up. I'm just going to reinforce it with steel.
Vincent Price was the original Joker. Sorry. I couldn't give it up.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Vincent
season
Price.
1, Vincent Price. Yeah, that's why they ran out of money.
I don't remember that.
Only season 1. Yeah.
HIPAA are the Encores the Thompson Center guns? Are they the longer ones, like the rifle stock ones?
Okay, the Encores are newer and they're stronger. They can take like other rifle calibers.
But can you put a pistol grip on them?
Yeah, if you get a pistol.
I didn't know if the Encore was a rifle or a pistol or vice versa.
Well,
the answer is yes.
Okay.
You can't turn a rifle into a pistol, but you can turn a pistol into a rifle as long as you keep it that way. So go with the pistol. I love the pistol. You put it on a bipod and you go like that. It's short and it shoots so good. I use a 14-inch barrel on all of them, and that's almost a rifle. What more is not to love?
Yeah, you hadn't done a 357 Max video in forever.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay.
You've only got one gun in that caliber.
You bastard.
All right. I'll fix the stock sling swivel thing, and I'll get on it. I'm sorry, guys.
Just hold it over your forearm like this.
I do it like this.
I do have a question on your water video. How many takes did you have to do to hit the target out on the hillside?
I was wondering that too. Was that a one and done?
Yeah, everything was one take. This morning's video went so easy. I cut everything in a row as ordered, in what, whenever you go back to front, it takes longer. I just did everything in order. And that was the easiest video I've done in a long time. It was all I had to do is slap music to it.
You drew from the holster and shot your target at 70-something yards in one shot.
Well, it was probably closer to 50. He was
at 70. No, I drew from the holster for the water jugs, and I didn't shoot at 70 because I was up closer. It was only like 40-something yards.
Still,
but that was one take. I didn't draw from the holster. It was already ready to go.
I was sitting there watching that going, I bet he shot a half a box of 22.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, man, take 13.
From that range, it was only like 43 yards or something. And I hit it first spot. That was the easiest video I've done in a while. Everything went, all I had to do was add music to it, and it was perfect music for that. Yeah.
No.
That went super fast.
I was sitting there going, yeah, I bet the son's like going, hurry up, Dad.
No, he wasn't even up yet. I got that cut in the morning. And that's why I took the nap and missed the live chat tonight.
That's what I said in our group chat. Everybody's like, is Uncle Jim sleeping? I said, yeah, he was hiking and shooting water jugs this morning and mullet wigging around. So
I had people texting me going, are y'all chatting tonight? Yeah.
No, for you guys that do videos, if you cut them in order, a lot of times I'll do back to front and all that. If you do everything chronologically and just blend them in between and put the music on, that thing took 10 minutes to edit and upload at the same time. That was easy video for me. Today, I've had bitch videos before that. Oh my God! But that one was easy.
I was sitting there going, yeah, I can hear Uncle Jim drawing and shooting.
Damn it!
I had 15 rounds in it, and I shot the jugs, and I think I had 5, 6 left, and then I shot it to swinger. But I could have been out there, forever trying to hit the swinger. Luckily, I know where to aim it, and that worked out. That one was easy.
Bisley's talking about buying large rifle primers from American Reloading. They had cases of 5,000 large rifle primers. They're the Gynex or Gynex, however you say it. $600. So
it's Gen X.
Gen X, however you say it. I don't know.
Let's call them
$600 for a case. So that's what, 120 bucks
a pop. Yeah.
Yeah. 12.
How much a brick?
120 bucks.
No.
But that's free shipping and hazmat. And if you cannot find large rifle primers right now, dude, it's good luck.
No, not paying that. That's for damn sure. I'm too cheap.
They had cases of 5,000. They had cases of they had 2,000 packs too for like 240. So yeah, 120 bucks a brick.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait.
It wasn't free shipping.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I've seen them come down to like 75, 79 a brick, but that's still ouch.
Especially when they only limit you to one, and you got to pay the shipping and the hazmat on top of that. You're still at $100 a brick right there.
Just wait it out. Everything is a wait. Okay?
But if you got none, you can't wait. I mean, it is what it is. If you ain't got nothing, you ain't waiting.
Shoot less. Shoot 22 or something, right, preacher? Shoot
Be like me
22.
and shoot twice a year.
Preacher.
Brother,
Just
I
shoot
haven't,
22.
I haven't shot in it. I haven't shot since deer season last year. I have not shot since December. I've not
Well,
pulled the
you
trigger.
saved a lot on primers. All right.
I have.
No kidding.
Uncle Johnny there, Johnny 1982 is talking about my 357. It shoots better than the older video you watched. I was trying some different powders, a bunch of different bullets. It's not hard getting it to shoot 2 inches at 100. That's not a big deal. It's just I'm used to a 1/4 inch at 100. You know, if I'm not shooting a 1/4 inch group, I'm not doing something right. But I
Right.
don't think you're going to get that with a 357 bullet.
No, not with a pistol
It's-
pal.
it-
Well,
They're just
it's
not made
different.
for that.
I'm
Yeah, it's-
happy with that with open sights.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
the
just
two
not
inches at
going to
100
do
with a
that.
pistol caliber. I'm happy with that.
You're
With-
shooting a bullet that's as big around as it is long. You know, you're just not going to get that kind of accuracy out of it. But I still love the gun, man. It is handy as all get out. I mean, and I think Uncle Jim's right. You know, if you can find a handy rifle, single shot breakover, I
Or a
would love to
contender.
have a handy rifle of some kind.
Or a contender, because
Or or a contender. But I mean, if I was going to do that, I would want it in 357 maximum, where I
Yes.
could shoot anything and
Yeah.
everything. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had a handy rifle in 243, and it shot reasonably good. I shot a lot of sub 1 inch groups with it, but I just never used it for much.
Wow.
I wish I would have kept it and just swapped barrels and got a 357 barrel for it.
You would think in this day and age, with the price of components and everything, that handy style breakover, single shot, somebody who wants to plink for accuracy
And
have-
reload.
and reload, there would be a demand for it, but everybody's in the AR game.
Well, and not
Yeah.
only that, make them modular like you did the contenders.
Yeah,
So you can just buy a $200 barrel and then you got a whole new caliber right there.
Yeah.
have
The
a frame
company,
heavy enough to handle the big stuff, and
Yes.
you
The
can shoot all
company-
the little stuff.
the company got destroyed when Remington and all that crap, and they killed the company. You used to be able to you could call the company and have them fit a barrel, and it was cheap. It was $100 and something for a barrel. Okay, so you could have all these barrels on that receiver, and they killed it. And I don't understand it at all. CVA now does break opens.
They only do rifle calibers though, right? CVAs,
It's not.
the Scout.
It's not like the handy rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly have thought several times about just getting into the Encore, you know.
Yep.
You would
This-
love a contender if you can. You got a lot of stores and gun shows.
Hey,
Look for an older contender. Then you go on eBay and buy barrels for $200.
so
Yeah,
they got the contender G1 and the G2. What's up with that? They still make the G2 as far as I'm concerned on
It's
Thompson.
beefing up the frame. Yeah.
No, they don't.
Honestly, I would love to have one of them Ruger pistols. You remember the bolt action pistols that came in like 221 Fireball and all that?
Well, that was Remington nylon. Yeah.
Nylon.
I
Yeah.
love those.
Six Shooter Texan has one in 221 Fireball. I'd love to have one of those little pistols to plink
Shoot
around
you
with.
too. Yeah.
But yeah, I've thought several times about getting a contender or an Encore or something like that and just messing with it.
Savage also made a bolt action pistol, but the neat thing about the contender is one patch through it, there's no bolt, no nothing. Okay, it's gonna have a nice trigger. You break it apart. It is one of my
It's just like,
favorite.
it's a small muzzle loader, pretty much, is how it operates.
It's one of my favorite. And you put a can on that thing. You've seen me shoot 44 mag, and you don't hear it. It's like bam out on the target. Tin Man, I got to put the little rail on it and fix it. I'll get her done. I'll do one for you.
Those were my favorite. You had the little sandbag that your wife made you. You know.
Yeah, I'll go show you the progress on the stock right now. I'll go grab it. but it's not there. I gave up. I've got other
Because that
projects.
that was
Guys,
fiber.
it's after 11 my time, so I'm going to have to sign out. I've got a busy day tomorrow.
All right, preacher.
It's only Sunday, and you're a preacher. Like, come on.
Yeah.
All right, preacher. Who you taking tonight? The old man or the young?
I want the old man. I hope Teixeira KOs him. I hope he
God,
knocks that ponytail out straight.
Now we know
such
where
a
you're
nice,
leaving.
He's such a nice guy, but both of them are. So old versus the young buck, I guess. Okay,
Yeah.
preacher. Have a good one.
See you guys. Thanks for having
See you,
me
Harold.
on.
Thanks
Good talking
for
to you,
coming on,
preacher.
baby. All right.
Chico was talking about wanting a single shot 300 blackout. That CVA Scout that Taco had up at Jim's house, I really liked that thing. That was a sweet shooter, really.
He had that barrel made for it, though, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
If I recall.
What would he have started off like to? I mean, would that would just be like a regular?
223.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that.
All right. Here's where I am.
They have to bore it out to a 30 cal though and redo the rifling. That sounds
Oh,
like a
he
pain.
had a barrel made.
All right. Here's where I am, Tin Man. Piece of steel so I don't rip out the bipod every time I shoot hot loads.
Nice.
And that's where I am right now. I got to reset. See, I got this from my neighbor. This is a prototype. I have a whole new set, which I haven't molested. See where he had his plugs?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that video.
Yeah, I did it to mine. And then I kept ripping out this. And so I'm going to weld this, the bipod holder, to that and put a steel plate. So all I got to do is make it flush, and it's almost flush.
Hell yeah.
It's almost there, and then we're done. Yeah.
What's that bedding material from Brownells?
Acuglass.
Yes.
Acuglass, yeah.
I have Acuglass on this thing. Yeah. I ripped that out too. I've had 3 holes in that thing. This, maybe I can show you where it was Acuglass.
Well, maybe Tim Man can 3D print you one if you send it to him. He can model it.
I don't know about that. Modeling is
Hey, you're a Fusion 360 expert, aren't you?
no, I'm not. No, I do AutoCAD. AutoCAD's 2 dimensions.
All right, see that plugged hole? That was Acuglass. That ripped out. And now I got a new hole. And now I'm just going to steel. So I don't rip the bipod off of this thing. Okay?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll get to it, Tin Man. Sorry.
No, I'm not rushing you. I'm just saying.
No, it's been bugging me
I
too.
missed them videos, man. Those were good.
I miss shooting this gun. I'm
Off
with you.
Off the 55-gallon drum, yeah.
Yep.
I'm with you there. Thanks for the boost because I got to get that done.
You got a shooting table now. You ought to be able to like get Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack.
Hey, Sunline fabrication, baby.
What are we talking about? I lost track. I went full. What do you call them now? Laura's. What do you call them? Laura. What's
Karen.
what?
Karen.
I went full Karen.
If you go full Karen,
when you go all bitch.
yeah, Karen is when you
Karen.
demand to speak to the manager.
Yeah. I'm not leaving till I get my way.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
I think we call that bacon in Uncle Jim's world. But
Go TRN.
going bacon, not Karen. But oh yeah, with all the stuff that the son has out there.
I'm surprised he ain't got a CNC mill, to be honest.
Twine and I have a CNC. When we have the shop, we've got a spot specifically. It's a 3 foot or 3 foot by 3 foot CNC, and I would love to make scales with that. It'd be so easy, like 911 scales, grip scales.
Oh yeah.
revolver scales.
Yep.
It'd be so easy to do. I just gotta.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure there's models all over the internet for them.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I've got 15 logs of walnut in my backyard that
Right.
probably average 30 inches in diameter. I've got plenty of walnut to do that kind of
You
stuff.
can make some money off of that.
Well, I don't want to do production, but stuff for my friends, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Hell yeah. I've seen files on like Thingiverse for 3D printed 1911 grips, and it's like,
It's the same design for a CNC.
right.
You're building it from externally instead of internally. So was it G code? You just got to convert it to the right G code.
Right. Yeah, and I don't know what CNC machines would use, but like the 3D printers usually use a Marlin flavor of G code, and then
I couldn't tell you. I haven't. It's some $3,000 CNC machine that Twine picked up for $500 because the lady that bought it to do signs with, and she was like, "It's too messy. I don't want it anymore." So
did you have an exhaust or a chip collector on it?
She never hooked up the shop vac attachment to it.
Nice.
So Twine picked it up for $500.
That's awesome. Did it come with any software? I wonder what kind of software those would take and how much that would cost.
Shiboko or something like that. CNC, and it has the router with it. So it's the Makita router that goes in there with it. But
you got to have a software to create the G code for it, and I don't know what.
And Shiboko has their own, and they don't charge for it.
That's awesome.
So, or you can go Fusion, do the conversion, and all that. So
yeah, as long as you got something that can spit out turn your 3D model into a G code that's specific for that machine, then you're golden.
Well, Twine has such a network with their maker community that I shouldn't have an issue with that. There's a gajillion people she knows that do CNC and laser and all that other mess.
Awesome. No, that's the thing too with what I do. I can make all kinds of crap with our, $200,000 lasers that I program for at work. But, when you do it 40, 50 hours a week for 12 years, it's like, I just don't want to do it in my free time.
William Ganley, we're on the same page when it comes. I wanted to make a set of scales for my Star BM. I did that. I did that conversion and love it. But the grips on that are cheap plastic, and I would rather have some nice wood scales on there. But there's no difference between that and 911 scales. It's just where the screw holes go.
Right.
All right. What did I miss?
We're just talking about CNC machines, CNC mills.
I'm all right. You guys, Tin Man, and all you guys started with 3D printers early. Man, I love it. I just wish they would do steel. Oh,
Someday.
In the future. 10 years.
They're doing aluminum, but if you want to spend $15,000, you can get you a 3D aluminum.
And that's the thing too. They have stainless filament and all that stuff, like 316 and stuff like that. But the thing is, you have to figure out how to slice it. You have to sinter it, and then you have to do all kinds of crap. And you're going to have shrinkage, and you got to figure out how to take into that consideration. I was in the pool, shrinkage, but yeah.
The water was cold.
Yep. I was in the pool.
And deep. Yeah.
Pony Boy. I'm sorry, Pony Boy. It's because of the movie. Pony
Boy.
Stay gold, Pony Boy. Stay gold.
Ever since I met Pony Boy, Pony 47, I call him Pony Boy because of the damn movie.
Stay golden, Pony Boy.
Stay golden.
Stay gold, Pony Boy. That was a great movie. I'm sorry, Pony 47. I'm sorry. I always go to Pony Boy. Anyway, he's right. Cindered metal. 10 years from now, we'll probably have 3D printers that'll cast out pretty good stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Then you can make your own AR lowers and whatever the hell else you want.
Oh, they're going to hate that. Yeah.
Who cares? F them.
But the printers, I was amazed. I thought they'd be loud and big and everything. This thing is nothing. It takes up no room.
They're
It's quiet. And my son hid it from me for a month. I didn't know about it.
We
see that's
wonder
the thing
why.
too. I don't
And
know how he, I don't know how he hid it.
running. I never.
Yeah,
he had it in his room. I never heard it running.
If
I
you
didn't
do
know.
big parts, man, it sounds like a Van Halen guitar solo. I don't know how you miss that unless you put some quiet drivers on it like I did.
It's quiet. No, it's quiet. I never heard it. I never knew he had it for a month.
Jim walks upstairs to take a crap, so that's it.
The hell's that noise?
No, I should have heard it. I should have heard it. I never heard it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, yeah.
Sounds like a Japanese choir and they're out of sync.
Wish you'd do some videos on welding. Johnny, I probably could. I mean,
Oh yeah, you could. Tin Man is an awesome welder. Oh my god. Yeah.
there are better people than me.
No bullshit. Now
This is how you TIG weld 26 gauge stainless. Yeah.
he does super thin tubes and just does a bead all the way around like it's coin.
Then he lays there stoned for 20 minutes.
And
then,
he's being all modest. Yeah, I'm not as good as others. Oh fuck you.
No, I'm not.
That flux is badass, man.
Yes. Over there in the corner puking because I was welding galvanized.
Yeah, sniffing zinc. Yeah.
A lot of our stuff that we do is like Jim said, the thin sheet metal. And dude, if you learn on the thin stuff, thick stuff is nothing.
Yeah.
I've seen phenomenal welders that can do 3/8 plate, 1/4 inch plate, and they're just rock stars. They come up to my department and try to weld on some 24 gauge, and they absolutely crumble.
Yeah, the really good guys can do a pop can.
So yeah, I think I tried a pop can once, but I don't do a whole lot of aluminum either. I mean, I did it in school and I can do it and all that, but as far as the pop can goes, I probably can't do that.
You're getting thin at 29 gauge, but then what is 36 after that?
I don't know. The thinnest we do is 24. We do some 26 gauge in the duck shop, but that's not really welded.
The way you weld,
welded.
The way you weld, I think you could do a pop can if you really tried. Maybe if you had a PID with it.
So the secret to welding aluminum pop cans together is to run a pulse TIG, and then use a weld lathe. So you can just sit there and it'll pulse and you can just feed and then have the weld lathe spin it around for you. I've seen some people do that. Yeah. But as far as like if it's just sitting on a table and you're just trying to go around it like that, good luck. Because I've tried it and I can't. I mean I did it, but it didn't look good. So
bicycle frame or motorcycle frame.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen for the people out there in the side chat, I've seen some of Tin Man's stuff. He does like this night I'm doing that. This night I'm doing that. He does beautiful welding, and that's an art. Yeah.
12 years. I mean, you get good at stuff when you do it for that long.
When you were talking earlier about you're still a journeyman, when will you be able to test for master?
So the master applies to your mechanical license, and your mechanical license pertains to like, your duct work, your HVAC, your refrigeration, and all that stuff. That's not really stuff that I do. I really don't even need a journeyman license like an HVAC, like an Iowa Plumbing and Mechanical Systems Board license. I don't even need one for the work that I do. But the guys that go out in the field and they run the duct jobs and they do like the HVAC and the hydronics and stuff like that, they can go. I don't know how all the master stuff works because I don't need it. So I just never really looked into it. I don't know.
start doing some stainless tubing and get into the aerospace and all that, that's when you need that crap.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I'm not really even sure. Yep.
I've been trying to get you to go to Boca Chica and go to work for SpaceX for 2 years now.
See, I don't know how that would
It's all
how that would be to work for that guy, because he is all about profit margin production. Get your shit together, no horsing around, and I don't know. I mean, it'd be fun.
They've switched over to, is it sonic welding?
I don't know.
Ultrasonic welding, or
Ultrasonic.
friction welding, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't know.
For their stainless. So
I've seen the laser welds. Those are pretty crazy.
Yeah, they've gone to friction welding their stainless sections together on their rockets now. So
I'm not even sure what friction welding even is. I don't really dabble a whole lot into that.
Well, it's like a carbide tip spinning, and it spins at such a high speed that it melts the metal.
Nice.
NASA developed it, and there is no need for flux or inert gas or anything like that, because it just works within its own. It's
so
all
is there a filler material, or is it pretty much just fusing together two pieces of metal?
Fusing together.
Wow, man, I'll have to check that out.
All right, Chico Wise, get your ass on here. I challenge you with a gardening watering pop. So it's your turn to do it.
Yeah, his suppressed 22 garden watering. Yeah, I can see.
It's Chico's turn to do a pop video.
I don't know what Atlanta's regs are on that, but I'm pretty sure.
When in Rome, man, he ain't the only one, I bet.
Your Honor, it's ballistic watering. Your Honor, yeah.
Come on, Chico, get on here. Anyone else? Come on.
Johnny, as far as getting into a welding career, I don't know, because it depends on where you land. If you go to work at a union shop that you can get an apprenticeship through, we've had guys that go and take like a welding class at like a community college or something like that, and then they come and apply for their apprenticeship anyways. Whereas, I mean, if you apply for an apprenticeship, they literally pay you to learn, and so you don't even need that college course. I mean, it just depends on where you want to wind up. I just kind of fell into it because my brother-in-law worked at the contractor that I worked for. He got me on there, and after 3 years, I just decided I liked it a lot and wanted to go for it. So here I am.
If you're interested, I'm
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I know some engineer guys that went through their apprenticeship, and guess what? They go to work, they get paid, and the other engineers know the drill, and they let him learn on the job. He just learns, okay?
Yeah.
He just does his studying and everything. He gets paid for it without working on the job. And that's how engineers take care of each other. The other guys go take care of the stuff, and they let the young kid just learn and do his thing while he's getting paid big bucks. And that's probably kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, you start off low on the totem pole. I mean, I was a bitch for 5 years, and I'll admit it.
I did a 4-year apprenticeship, going through chef's training. So yeah, I understand. I've washed many a dish. So
yep.
You're still a bitch. You're cleaning carpets. Okay. All right.
Hey, it is what it is, man. You would have done, dude. You would have shit your pants if you had brand new expensive carpet and your kid took a liquid dump on it.
I got cats that yak on the carpet every day. What are you talking about?
Right.
So you don't change diapers on that carpet anymore, do you?
No, we still do.
Well, shame on you.
It was a freak thing, and I was sitting there watching my wife do it, and what she was doing was holding her legs up, and she was holding her butt up in the air she was like doing something else as she was holding her butt up. I'm like, you got to be quick about that. I'm thinking that in my head. Then all of a sudden,
she sharted all over the carpet. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I got on Home Depot's website immediately, and luckily they were doing like a Memorial Day sale, so they had that carpet shampooer for like 100 and what
Hey.
did I say in the group chat, like $120 off of their price. I was like, sweet.
Father's Day's coming up. It's time to watch the Milwaukee sales for the
Yep.
cordless.
Yeah.
Their spring Black Friday they usually do at Home Depot was pretty crappy this year. I mean, I've gotten some super good deals at their spring Black Friday. Like I have a 10-inch compound miter saw, and that was $120, and normally it was over 200.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I did a video on that. Home Depot was, if you bought 2 batteries and a charger, they gave you a free tool.
Yep.
But my son already had the tools they were offering, so he bought the light on a
Tin Man's deal with the leaf blower with 2 batteries. That's the best one I've seen in forever.
Dude,
Yeah.
and they sent me 2 of them. Do you remember that? I ordered one. They sent me 2 leaf blowers, 4 batteries, and 2 chargers. I was like, this is a mistake, but I ain't saying shit.
Yeah.
I went over to my buddy's house and I gave him the leaf blower because I was telling him about it, and he goes, "Yeah, I might." And then I got 2. I was like, "Hey,
Give him one
surprise,
of the
bitch."
batteries. Yeah.
Yep, I gave him one. Didn't ask nothing for it. I said, "Hey, they gave it to me for free, and it's all yours."
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I love the Milwaukee stuff.
That's
I
the
got-
best thing
He
you
ended
do.
up with a tripod 2500 lumen lamp.
Oh, the job site light.
Light your cigarette with it. Yeah.
It goes 10 feet high, lights up the room in
Yep.
case you don't have power, because they already had the tools they offered. He already had them, but Milwaukee stuff is really good.
That's the best thing to do is wait for their sales when you if you need a tool and you don't need it right now, just wait until they give you like a free 5 amp hour battery with it. That's how I've got like 6 of them 5 amp hour batteries. I have a ton.
I got one of the 18s. We bought all our guys. The Christmas bonus was Milwaukee tools, and we worked out a deal with the rep at Home Depot. I'm like, if we do this, what do I get? And he was like, I'll give you an 18 amp battery. I'm like, deal.
Holy shit! How much does that weigh?
About 5 pounds, but on a Sawzall or a skill saw, dude, you can go with the 5 amps. After 30
Sawzalls
minutes,
wreck batteries.
yes, and so do skill saws.
Yeah.
And you go to cutting a bunch of hardy with the skill saw, you'll go through a Milwaukee 5 amp battery in a heartbeat, or an 8. But that 18, I mean that sucker's a cube like that.
Got all day.
The one of my guys has their compound miter saw that uses 2 of those, 2 of the 18s, and he can go all day with that thing.
Oh, awesome. I want their 1/2 inch impact, the big impact for busting out like lug nuts and stuff on cars. Those things are nuts.
I've got the corded version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son's got that one. My favorite is the steel cutting saw and
The Portaband.
chainsaw.
Portaband.
The mini Portaband.
Yeah.
That thing is invaluable. And then the little chainsaw. Those 2 things are just super handy.
They got a big version of that chainsaw now.
Yep.
That uses that 18 amp.
He put a longer blade on it, and I was out cutting oaks with it, and it's awesome.
Did you see I think Milwaukee's kicking out vacuums now, aren't they? Their own shop vacs that take a couple batteries.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be weird. Yeah, I did a whole video because we had the Utah linemen out, and they shut our power off they said it was going to be all day, but it only took 3 hours. And so I did a whole video of reloading in the dark and all that. I never posted, but it shows his little tripod light, and that was awesome. That's an awesome. And Home Depot gave it to him free with the batteries. You buy the batteries, and
Yeah.
I've got a neighbor who is the regional supervisor for the local electric company for their field work, and transformers have gotten so scarce. They're going and taking transformers off poles on inactive service. So, say some farmer had a pump or a barn or whatever, and it hadn't been active for a year. They're taking the transformer off those poles, testing them, and putting them somewhere else because
Wow.
they're in such short supply right now. In our development that we're doing, they're telling us 12 months for transformers now.
Dude, they're probably hiring people to sit there with a 1022 and just getting ready to shoot squirrels off so they don't fry all them transformers.
So
They
they
probably
don't
get money ahead.
But he said it might be 30 years old. We're pulling it. We're testing it. If it's good, we're using it.
Yeah.
So, there's transformers all over the U.S. that are just sitting there unused, especially in farm country.
That is a good resource of our current infrastructure that's just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get
It
it.
might have CBD oil inside, or not CBD, PCB, CBD, PCB oil inside of it. But sucker still works. Let's use it,
Yep. Yeah, Chico, I saw a guy using a pneumatic impact half-inch, and he couldn't bust a bolt loose. He grabbed his electric Milwaukee half-inch, and it like nothing. It just cracked that thing right
My
off.
half-inch, I was putting bolts in, or putting bolts in the beam that we have in the shop, and my pneumatic, half-inch pneumatic would not put them in, but that half-inch Milwaukee put them in.
Nice.
They're like 9 inches long, and yeah.
And if it won't get the nut off, it'll snap the bolt.
Right.
Yeah, he's got the big one and the small one, and they're very handy.
I have the 1/4 inch, just for shooting in deck screws and stuff. That's the only one I got.
My shoulder was jacked up, so last weekend Twine was using that, and she was like, "Holy cow, that socket is hot!" What are you tearing up, Tim Man? What's wrong with it?
Must have been bouncing my leg on my bench. Something walked off my shelf, scared the shit out of me.
I thought the lid flopped down on the crapper over there.
No, it was a cottage cheese container full of old brass that I had lubed up. Scared the shit out of me.
Man, even hot down here. What
It is 11:30. I'm getting
Sure
sleepy.
is.
This was like about 2 hours past when I'm normally going to bed.
Dude, I got 3 hours of sleep last night, and I worked today. We were doing Slim Van at work today, which Slim Van is basically Oberon pipe. So it was 32 by 42 inch oval pipe, and I welded together a 5-gore elbow that was that diameter, freaking huge monster. And then I went with another guy, and we beaded all the outers for the other Slim Vent parts, and that was all day right there. So I'm beat.
I finished the PEX work for the heated slab in the shop. We're pouring concrete Thursday. 35 yards of concrete is what I've ordered.
So do they have like a special concrete blend for that for the radiant flooring, or is it like
not for the radiant flooring? We're using a pumper, so I'm using 3/4 inch pebble, river pebble for that. That's what the pumper company requested. And then the last truck, the fourth truck, we told them we'll be adjusting. So send full loads on the first 3 trucks, and we'll adjust on the fourth. Okay. So, I've calculated I need 34 yards. I bumped it up to 35.
Right.
So the fourth truck will calculate what we need for that last load.
Okay. Yeah.
Because at $115 a yard and $75 a truck delivery fee, that's not bad. In Northwest Arkansas, it's $125 delivery fee, but Missouri, I'm getting a little better rate.
I forget what it is here, but yeah, I wasn't sure if they just use like a straight up concrete mix, or if they had like a different, like more of like a gypsum concrete. You know what I mean, for that radiant flooring to
Yeah,
work to be better. I don't know.
I think in our house they use lightweight. It's light,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
lightweight concrete, whatever. it is.
Vermiculite concrete. Yeah.
Yeah, or like gypcrete or something.
Because you have different stories, you can't have a lot
Mhm.
of weight upstairs.
Right.
And so I think they did the lightweight and then, skimmed
The
it
main
all.
level.
It's just I need a pumper slurry is what I need. So I need a 3/4 inch pebble, and it's just
Mhm.
easier on their equipment.
Gotcha.
And rain or shine, we're pouring the slab inside, but we're supposed to have good weather all week, so we'll pour the whole thing. I've got a backhoe coming, so I can use. They don't add the water till they get here because it's a 30-minute drive.
Mhm.
So I can put a thicker mix for my driveway and patio that
Yeah.
we're doing, and I can use a tractor to move, 1 yard at a time for that. So it cures faster. The drier the mix, the stronger the concrete.
Mhm.
When you're using those pumpers, you got to use a real wet mix, which the finishers don't like because they're running their machine all afternoon waiting for it to set up. But
Yeah.
we're supposed to have 90-degree weather that day, so it's sorry, me and Evan are getting along tonight. It should set up pretty quick at 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So
All right. Johnny 1982 says, I hope you guys don't cut it early tonight. It's been boring. You know what? We're all tired. We're all tired, so we're gonna cut it.
Well, you would have had an extra hour with us if somebody wouldn't have had a cat nap.
Yeah,
So he should be
nap
good to go.
Yeah,
he should
but
be
you
good to
wouldn't.
go for an 8-hour chat.
I'm out there zip tying
Yeah.
PEX pipe to 6-inch grid. Yeah.
I hope you weren't leaning over the whole time doing that.
Oh, my fat ass was leaning over the whole time. I was
Oh,
on
that
here.
sucks, dude. That sucks. That's got to kill your back.
Yeah.
Running zip ties. Twine will be here tomorrow afternoon. I'll have her go cut all the zip ties.
My back hurts just thinking about that. Ouch.
Yeah.
That's why I have young guys on our crews.
You ever see that tools that the iron workers use that slap? They tie their shit together. It's like it's so they don't have to bend over. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a long cattle prod looking thing, and they put it on their joint, and they just pull the trigger, and it just goes.
And they drop those copper sticks down in there. Yeah,
it does. Yeah, it does something. It literally like slaps the wire around it and then ties it for them. I'm like, that's awesome. It's quick too.
Oh no, I got the little hand deal. But one of my guys is so good cutting that grid. He uses the bolt cutters, but he'll cut it and he can twist it and notch it under the mesh next to it. And I'm like, I couldn't do that if I tried.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, he's done it for years. But he'll take those bolt cutters and he'll cut that mesh, twist it, and he'll notch it under the. I'm like, I sit there and watch him do it 20 times. And I'm like, I still don't know how you do it. I'm just sitting here and I'm watching you do it. Because I was using those bolt cutters today because I've got a sidewalk. I had an extra manifold junction, so I bought another 300-foot section of PEX. So we're doing a heated driveway. So when it ices over, I can just turn it on, melt the ice and snow on the driveway. No more scraping. Well, I had enough to do the sidewalk that's running up and down the shop, and that's what I did today.
Nice.
And I'm like going, golly, I was using those bolt cutters to cut it from 5 feet to 3 feet, and I'm like, how does he do that? He probably watches me clean the deer and go, how does he do that? But
all right. Are you guys tired?
I'm tired about this. Is my about 7th drink tonight, so I'm starting to slur. So
I got a 3-week-old baby. What do you think?
To
and
be
a
honest,
toddler. Yeah.
yeah, I really didn't think anyone would come on tonight, especially late. You know, I do. Usually I'll announce if I'm late, but I was asleep. But I thought it was a great chat. A lot of stuff going on, different subjects, Batman, everything.
No, I haven't seen Pat tonight.
Conspiracy theories, Batman, Bonanza. Yeah, we've covered it all.
Yeah,
What has
you,
Pat been here?
Yeah, he was in earlier.
Damn it,
He was
who?
in West
Pat.
Covina. He
West
was in the
Covina.
side chat earlier.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping Pat would come on tonight.
Yeah, this,
I think we need to do like a Tuesday or something for Pat to come on.
well, I think
little-
he's off like every other weekend, isn't he?
It's a little
Something like
easier.
that.
Yeah, it's a little easier for him during the week. And so I miss having Pat on. You know, we all love Pat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a humor.
Last night in the Georgia chat, they were talking about Monday is the only night there's just not really anything going on. So Monday night is open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to do a midterm chat for Pat.
So, Pat, you know how when Pat comes on these live chats and he's at work, how you
Yeah.
can barely hear him and he's all muffled?
Well, I gave him shit.
No,
Okay.
I understand exactly why now, because he sent me that router for my Wi-Fi at the house, and it's the same routers they use, and he's got like 20 of them.
Yeah, but it's his device. So what he did was he had really two good sound chats on here, and it was using a different laptop.
I remember when he upgraded, we were like, "Oh my God, we can see you, we can hear you." And
He
Yeah.
said, "I got this laptop. You know, he's got to give it out in 2 days." And I was supposed to do a chat like on a Tuesday night. Well, he had this laptop that worked really good, and yeah, that's part of the thing.
Yeah, he uses like an old IBM ThinkPad from like 15 years ago is what he uses when he gets on the chat.
Yeah,
And all the cables and crap are behind him.
Well,
he
that
had
router puts out like a whirring sound. Like you can hear it from the top of my steps on my landing. So
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I
don't-
plugged that thing in. I'm like, I get it now.
There's a cooling fan in it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the router. He was talking about the device he uses. And
Okay,
so
that makes sense
he
too.
had two loaners he was fixing, and they work great. And
Yeah.
maybe we got to send him earphone, microphone.
Well, that ThinkPad that he uses on a regular basis is crap. It's like 15 years old.
This is what gets me. He's super techno, and he had the worst sound, and that's what I give him shit for.
Yeah.
You're the techno guy, and you're using the worst thing. And he's like, "All right, I got these two things I'm going to be using this week. Let's do a chat during the week."
Yeah, that was about a month ago he did that. Yeah.
That just tells you what kind of guy Pat is, though. He'll deal with his, crappy laptop, and the good ones that he gets somehow, whether from work or not, he'll just give them to people for nothing instead of hooking himself up. That dude, he's one of the best guys I've ever met in my life. No
Pat
joke.
is the most awesome dude you ever met. Yes.
Mhm.
He and Meg might as well have been talking Martian when they were talking Raspberry devices and all that other crap at
Yeah.
Jim's house. I was
I don't even follow that either.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
He was walking me through how to get that router like reset and set up and everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, I kind of know computers and technology a little bit. So, I mean, I was able to do what he was telling me to do. And he goes, "Man, you'd be surprised how many people I have to tell this, 4 or 5 times, and they got to keep redoing it. You can teach other people how to do it now." I'm like, no, I can't. No.
Yeah.
Pat is so awesome. I love his sense of humor, and he never gets like uptight.
No.
He's so chill.
He's always mellow, and whatever comes.
Yeah.
I love that. He's just awesome. I get all uptight about shit, and
I do too.
as a matter of fact, when I get really uptight and pissed off, I will text Pat, and he just makes everything good again. He just replies back, And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Just
Okay.
just call him,
That-
and he's
That
your
that
therapist.
Cali
Yeah,
Juju.
he should be a consultant to everyone that gets, uptight.
Pat
should be a-
life be a life coach. Yeah.
He should be a service animal. I'm an emotional support animal.
I think he texted me with 2 words, and I was like,
Here's
all
my
right.
6'6" support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent me 2 words. Okay, it was when YouTube killed my channel, right? I think he sent me like 2 words, and I'm like, you know what? You're right. It's okay. All right. And Pat is so good about that. He should be a consultant.
That's literally all he said was, "It's okay."
No,
tell
no,
that
no,
to your old lady in an argument.
no. I forget what he told me, but
He told you to calm down.
I was so pissed off. They killed my channel. And I'm like, you know what? All right. And Pat just has magic as far as that goes. Magic.
He's a good dude, 100%.
Total magic. And Pat, if you're listening, rerun, whatever, I love you, man. You saved me a couple times. I could have had a heart attack. I could have had whatever. Yeah.
You know, that dude would literally give away his last brick of primers if somebody needed them, in a heartbeat. It's
He let us
unbelievable.
stay in his home in Las Vegas. I mean, he saved us thousands and thousands of dollars. So
The world needs more people like Pat.
Good night, Tim S. and everyone else that's leaving tonight. Good night, guys.
Yep.
well, I'm not too far behind him. I got bags under my eyes. I am ready to go to bed.
Yeah. Let's
I hear you.
kill it. We got almost 4 hours in, so that's good.
Now that the gush fest is over on Pat.
He's such a good guy. Yeah.
Pat is awesome. He is so awesome. I got to go hook up with him in Vegas sometime.
Yep.
Well, we'll let you visit. You don't have to hook up, but
No, I love the guy.
It's not going to be like the guy in Idaho you slept with.
yeah.
I love the guy. He takes
broke back Vegas. Yeah.
I just love the guy. He puts everything in perspective, and
Can we spoon? Yeah.
he's got the best humor, the best laugh, and he's so mellow. Nothing gets under his skin,
Dude, and his humor is across the board. Their place in Vegas. Oh yeah, the shower curtain, the
glow in the dark garage floor.
glow in the dark garage floor, the Adult Swim posters everywhere. Yeah, that's who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy is going to live to be 100 because it doesn't get to him,
Oh, dude, his blood pressure's got to be like 90/60.
Oh, he's like, yeah, where's your blood pressure? They probably check him on the arm, and they're like, where's your blood pressure?
They're like, you're dead. It was like,
If I called Twine the little woman, I'd have a large skillet upside my head. But she's like, oh yeah, I'm the little woman.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Don't call her his wife though.
No,
Willie found out. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the little woman with a Pig Fly 458 SOCOM. So,
Oh, thanks, Garage Guy, and thanks, Rollis. Anyway, let's cut her off right here. It was a fun chat. We went everywhere as usual, and man, it was fun. I'm glad we got to do it tonight because somebody. Anyway, I really appreciate Tin Man coming on, Ozark always, and Preacher, and we got a little Kyle, and who else?
Yeah, Lusky hopped on for a little bit.
Andy, Kyle, Scotsman.
Andy,
Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Andy in the robe. He must be cool. It's 71 in the basement right now. Are you kidding me? It should be cold in here.
Well, Jim, they have these things called air conditioners.
Or speaking,
but the house didn't come with it, so all right.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, a Milwaukee fan.
Yeah, that's one we don't have. Yeah, that's probably one of the few tools my son doesn't have.
That was when I got a free battery with. Remember that derecho that knocked out the power in Iowa for 12 days? I bought that during the derecho, and I got a free battery with it.
All right.
I charge the batteries at work.
MCK, you got to come on one of these chats. Come on, dude. I know he's working. Saturdays aren't good. Johnny says lame. I don't know if that's because I don't know what he means there. But anyway,
he says lame because we're killing it and he's having fun.
okay. Well, it was a fun chat for me anyway. I don't know about you guys. Anyway, we'll see you next Saturday if I wake up on time.
Yeah.
Eventually next Saturday. It's
by
Father's,
the way,
it's Father's Day's weekend next Saturday, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Father's Day chat.
Oh, let's do what do we do? We got to go back to hats and eyebrows. And all
Garage guy's saying we need to do another hat chat.
We got to do a theme chat. That's how these started. So, do we do hats, Father's Day, mustache? What do we do next week?
We'll figure it out.
Cutoffs, and New Balance shoes and crew socks.
Everybody get a sumo suit.
I got the New Balance shoes covered, no problem.
I say everyone get a sumo suit and we do a sumo chat night.
A sumo chat, yeah.
Hey, I got it right here.
Awesome.
He's still a jobless bum.
Stay tuned for the Sumo 2. I got to do a video on this right now. And it's hot out, and I got air conditioning inside that suit. So next video might be Sumo and the glass of water. Yes.
Balls will stay dry in that thing.
Yeah. Shoot the jugs with your Arasaka. That's it.
Ozark sent me the sumo suit. I laughed so hard. I almost busted. Yeah. That was hilarious. Thank you, Ozark.
I ran that by 10 man. I'm like, you think you'll like this?
Absolutely loved it.
10 man was like, that's awesome. Send it to him. Yeah.
So
the T-Rex ones they have like that are funnier than hell too.
Yes,
with the big long neck that flops around when you run. Those are funny too.
Yeah. Well, we might have to do a tag team. Yes. Anyway, that was hilarious. Maybe the next video is going to be sumo. All right. I need to do another one. It's been a long time. So, all right. Anyway, side chat. Love you guys. Thanks for.
We appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for hanging out with us knuckleheads.
It's all about friends and buddies. That's all it is for me. And I really appreciate you guys and your replies. And we'll see you next week. Any last words, guys?
I'm good.
It's getting hot this week. Stay cool. It's going to be 98 here on Tuesday.
Summer has arrived.
Yep.
And Tin Man, if she sprays the carpet again, I want video.
No, you don't. You want to hear me cussing? You'll see me mad.
I want video of the aftermath and the cleanup.
Dude, I flew to Home Depot when that was happening before that stain set, and I was spraying it with like carpet cleaner and shit. I was pissed.
I could hear Mama, Kurt,
yeah,
fix this.
And dude, and I knew we were idiots for putting in new carpet before we had kids, but I didn't expect liquid poop on it. I mean, come on. Oh well.
Yep.
Uncle John says
feeding her fruit. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Uncle John says everyone dressed like Tin Man. I can't because my man side boobs would hang out the wife beater shirt. Yeah.
It's not a wife beater. This is a loose one.
Yeah. Well, it's even better.
I need a new one. This used to be black and now it's like gray. I've had it for so long.
All right. Good night, everyone in the side chat. Love you guys, and we'll see you next week. All right,
everybody.
Take care.
Love you guys came on tonight, and Take care, and we'll see you next time. And we are